Hello and welcome everybody to the Premier League. We're actually starting up the second week of the Premier League, hopefully with an amazing game tonight with Ulyss going against One Last Ride. One Last Ride coming up this season with a change of names from a WCG into One Last Ride. We're gonna need to see if this is actually gonna be the last ride or not. Ulyss has about the same roster they had in the previous season, and I did see a few changes, especially on WCG side, on One Last Ride. They did manage to acquire Sandro Games on their side. Now, in this game, in this particular game, they're starting their map pool choices. You can see them in the top right part of the screen there, and it is going to be a choice between the Seven Seas and Highlands. We're going to talk a lot about simming. We're going to talk, we might actually talk quite a bit about some naval warfare. On the rosters, we do have Strokezy with Falcon, with Burrize and JJJ, butt pen coming up tonight for One Last Ride. On the other side, we do have Sun-Tzu, Sprig with Lege, and Romrom showing up for Ulyss. I do feel like this is quite a stacked lobby over here. We have so many good players in the same lobby. Of course, both teams did participate in the CWC Season 7, and this season of the Premier League is also a qualifying season for the upcoming season of the CWC for Season 8, and we're still preparing exactly when the date will be for that one and so on and so forth. We're trying to synchronize over there with everybody and see how and at what kind of date we're gonna arrive at. Good evening, by the way, everybody. The Beer Bandit, good evening. Already laughing about the Highlands choice. It is gonna be Highlands. We're gonna go on the mountains. We got Sivki with a big prediction. Good evening, sir. Ulyss go for Rome, Vicky, Russia, and Zulu. We might see it banned. We might see it picked. We don't know yet, Sivki, but indeed that is a good prediction there. Lizard the Wizard, good evening, sir, and welcome. Kinky Dreads, woot woot. Hello there, sir. We do have also, I do have to point out, Bigsy 1992 picking up that first promotion. Hello and welcome, sir. I do hope you're going to enjoy your evening tonight with us. Ganawi 44, hello there, sir, and welcome. Takeshi Lev, bonsoir, monsieur, et bienvenue. I hope you're going to have a wonderful time with us tonight. Thandorios, hello, sir, and welcome. Marco Diabolo, also bonsoir, bienvenue, monsieur, bienvenue. I did also notice Rafifi in the house asking us about the early stream. It is indeed an earlier stream than usual, almost 1 hour actually earlier than usual. That's how they chose to play it, and it is what it is. Tomorrow we're actually going to have a game during the midday at 1400 GMT between Aztec Company and oh my god, Battery of Full Charge Builders, I believe it's called. The team is called Trojan Man 25. Good evening, sir. Yorkshire Gold Brit, hello and welcome. Sabunda, bom dia, monsieur, senor, bom dia, senor. Coming back to the game here, Crispy lurking. No, lurking. Well, I do hope you're still going to watch the game. Looking at the active ban phase here on the Highlands, of course, usually we do have the players preferring to go for the simming civilizations, and they also do try to make advantages from banning out those civilizations they do know their opponents will be quite good at, and also they're gonna have a hard time handling them on the map. So we do have Mobande taken out immediately. That's the new Congo leader. We do have a goal also in the second pick over here in the bans of picks, of course, not being allowed in the game with so much culture potential, so much production potential is not gonna be allowed. We do have Cree with multiple trade routes, again not allowed. It also Cree does also not care that much about the freshwater. Highlands is a map that you don't always get the fresh water exactly where you want it, so Cree, of course, it's quite adaptable. Zulu, the domination victory civilization, the big boy, he is not going to be allowed. And then we do have Spain with the awesome trade routes with those harbors, and not to mention its gold ability, it's not going to be allowed. And then Kublai Khan China, even though it was allowed as a pick in the Premier League season, it's not going to be allowed in this particular game by the team players. Also, let's see, Crispy, is he going to multitask? So you're going to be Apple TV, which is hard to chat from. Okay, I got it. Oh my god, I'm going to be on the big screen. Big screen. Whoa, 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 whoa. Big screen. And Sasu, good evening, sir. Oh, yeah, that's my reaction over there. Woo, 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 woo. That's my reaction over there. Big screen indeed. Also, normal civilization player have a nuke day. Nuka day. Oh my god, this reminds me of Nuka Cola from Fallout. If you guys actually played it. Oh wait, I'm on your TV. Oh my god. Hey ma, I'm on TV. I summoned Wilfred Laurier. Lege might actually pick it over there, and I'm pretty sure Romrom needs to do some simming. Romrom is a player that really actually enjoys the sim here, so is Lege, even though I did see a little bit of a change up in Lege's gameplay, especially when we're talking about the 4v4s, when we're talking about the league games. He's been a bit more aggressive than usual, and we're gonna need to see if this is gonna be how he plays tonight. Romrom is gonna go for Peter. They're gonna try to do some shenanigans in the tundra. Well, we'll see how that gets taken care of. Of course, there's always Pericles that you can just peekaboo appear from outside the borders over there and say, oh, you want culture? Oh, my friend, I show you culture. And then all the books, all the culture points, all those artistic people over there just going into Pericles' land and having a hard time, while Peter is just gonna send in the snowy tundra. It is what it is, man. Now, Spoon, good evening, sir, and welcome. Oh my god, 75 inch. That is big. That is big. Mali is here. The Musa. Yeah. Oh, actually, you have a good point. But I think actually Mali might not be allowed in the drafts, if I'm not mistaken. There were a few rules, a few bans. Maori, Mali, and Babylon are not allowed. Yeah. So we do have Mapuche allowed in the games, but Maori, and Babylon are still not going to be allowed. Even with the big change up of Babylon, they're still not going to want it in the games there. That was the player votes speaking up loudly when Majak asked them. Let me actually switch over here the map settings so we do know exactly which map this is. Give me a second. There we go. We do have Highlands. Every time I hear Highlands, I remember Highlander. It was a series back in the 90s or something like that, or 2000, I don't know. It was very old, with one guy that was chopping out other guys so he could get their power, and then he was like getting so powerful over there. I don't know how that actually worked. How does that work? Do you know how that works? There can be only one. Yes, exactly, only one. But man, like at some point it feels like there was so many other guys that he managed to take out, and like he was like, how are you not a god now? How are you not like moving earth with your mind or something? You're like going through space, like you must be so powerful. Ramirez. Yeah, but who here wants to trade the Highlander on civilization? I did. I've never seen Lege on Korea. Maybe he's gonna try it for Monasticos play. Yeah, that might be it, even though I do believe Lege might actually go for something like Russia. I think they're picking, of course, in order of what they want in the game, not actually what they're gonna play. We're gonna have a moment right after the draft when they can actually switch around their slots, switch around the civilizations, and then we're gonna see exactly who's gonna end up on what slot, who's gonna end up on what civilization, and so on. Now in the active ban phase over here, we do have as you can see, Hungary taken down. We did have Korea being picked up by Lege as the second civilization of Ulyss, and then Byzantium picked up by WCG, or I should say one last night. Byzantium on Highlands. Okay. there is quite a potential for some mischief over here with Byzantium. I'm pretty sure he might actually be countered with well, I'm pretty sure he might be countered by another nation with the holy site ability to take away his crusade. We've seen it multiple times how it can actually be defended, and his power spike was just not fooling anybody. Now, is this gonna be that type of a game? Is this gonna be another type of a game? I have no idea. We do have to wait. That is the biggest question that we're gonna have to answer. Who are gonna be Byzantium's allies and next to him, or I should say neighbors? Is it gonna be an opponent? Is it gonna be one of his allies, or multiple allies, or multiple opponents? Let me actually click my screen over here to have everything ready so I can actually read the chat and get some instant messages from the sky. Okay, there we go. Looks like also Victoria got taken down. That's a gold generator for you, taken away from the game. There still is a Dido in play, and I'm pretty sure Japan also taken down. Does mean they are trying to take away as much as possible that gold generation. Again, there are quite a few of them that are apt to do the gold, and I wouldn't actually think they're gonna shy from picking them. Now it is all coming down to the player preferences. Now, what they want to play, how they want to play it, how is the team synergy going, is it gonna be a good in the draft mix, in the civilization mix between them, and so on and so forth. So for example, on one side we got Strokezy with Rome, gold generator, flexible civilization, good power spike during the early game. It also has a good consistent mid to late game, but then boom, Basil II. That is a bit harder to play when it comes to the gold generation. You do get a decent amount of culture. You do get a very powerful power spike when it comes to the medieval era, and then you have to do something with it, you know, like you have to do something with it. Now, there are multiple ways of playing the same civilization, and we might actually get surprised here. There still are civilizations available in the game, for example, like Poland, Pericles, and so on, that could actually have good timings on their own and could shake up a little bit the meta here. I am a bit worried about their lack of trying to counter Peter. Maybe they are thinking of countering Peter with direct domination here, you know, like that might be it. Is Mali auto banned? Yes, sir. Yes. Bomdia also, Bex, Bomdia, same year, it is actually banned. Mali, Maori, and Babylon are three civilizations that remain banned, and of course the new Chinas have been banned, and I'm honestly not sure if Mbande got in. I don't know if there was a vote or there should be a vote or something like that, but I'm pretty sure there should be a vote at some point. Player votes, let me see. So China didn't get banned. Oh, we're also gonna play with the a BCY, by the way, with the better city yields on capital and legacy only. So yeah, you know, that's something. But he's gonna go for Gandhi. Oh man. I mean, I'm getting more worried here about the gold. There needs to be something like Dido being picked up here, because the gold is gonna be a serious issue. Unless we're gonna have Basil just go commercials and totally forget about his holy sites. Maybe go for something like Tython Gandhi to generate some gold. It feels like their whole team will have a serious issue when it comes to it's gold generation here. We do have Sprig also picking up Lotaro, which is allowed back in the drafts over here with the Mano Raiders, getting quite a bit of a change up since the last time. JJJ is gonna go for Montezuma. Aztec, very well known for the late game there with those amazing bonuses coming up from the amenities. He can stack them up from multiple continents, and oh my god, getting to that amazing level of plus 12 extra damage against your opponents. You can imagine bombers just flying around, taking out every unit you have on the map over there. No, people running and so on and so forth. Man, Montezuma has a lot of chaos potential over there. CC Pyro, bonsoir monsieur, bienvenue. Isn't there a commercial hub BO on Gandhi now? BO? Yo, build or I mean, sure, you can go for commercials whenever you want, or whatever civilization. Even Basil II can go commercials. Doesn't mean it's gonna be a good choice. Montezuma Gold, I guess. Usually he does go for. Commercials, so you can say that he can do it, but there are civilizations with a lot better bonuses than him to actually get the gold. Now we're gonna need to see what's gonna happen, how they're gonna play it out, what the land is gonna look like, their potential for those coastal trade routes, for that inland sea, and so on and so forth. There are so many good things. Why are we talking about body odor? Oh, snap. CC Pyro. Yeah, it looks like Ensasu is throwing you a curveball. The legend of the five sons changed. It was 20%, not it's 30% of the districts. The legend of the five sons. Wait. The dolphin stare. You're throwing us the stare over here. Okay, I see it. So now we got a few change-ups, and it looks like Burrize is going to go for Gandhi. Sun-Tzu is going to be on P. No, actually, Sun-Tzu is going to be on Seondok. I wanted to say that Sun-Tzu is really liking the seeming civilizations, and Seondok with Korea is going to be a good one to go for. Lege is going to go for Peter. He really likes it chilly in the tundra over there. No problems, no questions asked there. Strokezy with Rome. We got Sprig on Eleanor of Aquitaine, England. This is a bit of a surprise, and I really am curious how to what are we going to see tonight. The Falcon on Basil II, GGG on Montezuma, and Romrom on Lotaro. Oh man, so much potential over here for a lot of action, and at the same time a lot of good seeming. We do have for some time we haven't seen actually Korea in the game, and I'm really interested to see how Eleanor of Aquitaine, England, is gonna fare alongside all of these other civilizations, which do feel a little bit powerful, too powerful. Now there are a lot of things that need to be decided by the map, by the players, by the adjacency, by how they adapt to the map, and so on. One of the beautiful things of civilization is the fact that you do have to adapt most of the time to what you have around you in all attributes, using your civilization bonuses, using your knowledge with your big brain over there to get the most out of the game. Now, this is also the reason we're going most of the time for random maps, because the players really treasure that ability. Also, Russia and Eleanor on the same team indeed. I guess Lotaro and Eleanor for the other team. Eli. Yeah, Rafifi is also calling out the spaceport in 4 turns or less. That is a challenge, sir. That is a big challenge. We need that type of a challenge somewhere. We do have the map started up here with India with a choice to actually go for the tobacco tower on the east side, and he does have an extra movement on his settler. We can actually see it over here. He can move tobacco and settle if he wants to. We can see that he has a decent amount of freshwater from the rivers west and east, and yeah, there we go. He actually moved there on a 311. I am actually quite curious, who are his neighbors? We do have a neighbor here, but it is actually going to be an opponent. England on the east side with in the form of Sprig. Sprig does have a continent split towards Delhi. And we do have, how to say, in the southwest, actually, even Russia. Not bad, actually, not bad. It's a decent time away from Russia, and Russia can use this moment to actually get Cossack timing if he wants to. I wouldn't be surprised if Burrize might try to do something with the Varus, but they're so far away. I mean, you get one Varus, you get their score and move on, like, doesn't really matter, Let's go for the next one. Let's see, actually, Montezuma. Do we have a Montezuma somewhere? Zuma. Let's see. No, we do have Rome. Well, I guess we're taking them in order, but oh, is this? No, this is Byzantium. Wow, coastal Byzantium again. We do have Rome with an ability to settle on that 2-2, and I think he should actually stay on the 2-2. Doesn't seem like he has a good choice, good reason to go for the other one. So he's gonna get the citrus improved anyway, and he does have a 2-2 base. Also, other 2-2 to work. 1-3 deer, 3-1 citrus tile, and geothermal to the south. Of course, one reason to actually go for the citrus is to get that amenity much earlier than usual. Now you do need two of them to actually make a difference. So yeah, there we go. He made his choice. It wasn't that big of a thing to actually go across and lose one turn to get that amenity. Looks like he's gonna have the freshwater on the north. On the south, he has, I guess, an ability with the bath to settle all these non-freshwater mountains on the east side. I wouldn't say that's a big problem for him, but he's gonna have to pull out some surprises from his hat to make all of this land amazing. Now we do need to put up really quickly actually that prediction. Give me a second over here. I need to do it really quickly. How many remaps? 0, 1, 2. Let's go for 5 minutes and we're gonna see what you guys are gonna choose here. Monty Zuma. We do have Mongi Wazaro in the house as well. Good evening, sir. Did Ulyss take the challenge, make Eleanor great again? I think so. They answered my call. I said for multiple times on my stream that, you know, just Eleanor got assassinated over there, and we need something to get her back. Like the bonuses, the players' preferences are just not there. They're not preferring the blonde one anymore, and we needed somebody to get her back in the game here. And now we do see it actually chosen, the chosen one. When Frederitos versus us tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. It's up on the CWC website. You can actually check it out, civ6worldcup.com. You get both games with the casters assigned over there. Toothpies, all of the information is there. Also, thank you so much for your interest. We do have Falcon coming up with this inland sea. He can set up coastal trade routes with Rome a little bit later in the game. And from what I can see, he is going to have to the northeast Korea. But in a decent time, it looks like the Tangma timing against Korea will be quite important. Of course, on the other side, we do have the Korean Hawacha timing, which is going to be quite powerful at some point, at exactly the same time with the Tangmas. So I'm not sure Falcon is going to be happy with what he has as choices here. He's not gonna know. He's not gonna know, man, about this. He's not gonna know. He's gonna have to blind pick his choice during this game. Let's take a quick peek on the other team. We do have Lotaro here with one big continent. I see he does have multiple horse styles to the south, one to the north, and oh my, so much land to go for. But he's not gonna have an opponent. Oh, I guess he does have Aztec on the east side to bully a little bit, and then Rome is quite far away. Well, I guess it's fine. He's gonna get to Sim. We do have also Aztec over here in the northeast with one big continent. Not the ideal placement, but at least he does have a goodish Paititi to the west side. That's not bad. He can definitely settle for the culture, for the gold over there, get the era score in. And then we do have to take a look. Let's see, Korea, Sun-Tzu, 3-1 base with a 1-3 next to him, a 3-1-1 fish to the southeast. Multiple cities that can be 2-2s here. Not bad, not bad. I see a lot of science potential from his seance. This one, for example, catches my eye. Would be very nice. He has another one here on the 1-3, but he would need mining, and that's not usually something you go for. And I do see him discovering writing in 4. Let's quickly take a peek at Russia also. This I think will be quite important for them. Russia has a second settle over there on the sugar tile. In the first city, he already has a 3-1 base with 1-3 worked and multiple 2-2s to get that extra food in there. He's also pumping out a settler in 3 turns, and the only thing that I can say about this, he has a bit of a freshwater problem on the east side, but he's gonna be fine about it. You just need to move a little bit longer to actually get to a one-tile lake or a river. That should be fine, a lot of snow in the south though. Not ideal. I've seen better, but I guess it can be worked. You know, you definitely can work this. Now I'm pretty sure Lege is gonna know exactly the way that he needs to go for, and we're gonna need to see how he's gonna pump this up. Wait, did Nightbot just get the error over there? Did he just double message. Wow, Nightbot, what happened to you, bro? Also, justice for Eleanor, indeed. Frisbee 3 Monk, hello there, sir, and welcome. Kinky Dreads asking us for names, indeed. I should put up the names here, but I think we have one more choice to go for. One more. There we go. London. We need to see London. Whoa, inland London. I guess it is what it is. Let's go for Ulyss, left side. There we go. And then we do have on the right side one last ride, OLR. Wow, okay. I think I should actually spell out the full name, because otherwise it might be weird. Okay, there we go. One last ride. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so they're voting for the first remap. It looks like Falcon with his team did go for a no. We do have a no from the other side, and I think I should really quickly finish this. I don't know if actually. Oh, okay. So you went. Oh my God, who did it? 5 people went for the no remap, and those are gonna be the winners of today's prediction. The fire, yeah. Well, it looks like they're gonna be quite adaptable throughout this. I don't want to take a peek on each of the civilizations right now. We're gonna talk about the strategic resources. We're gonna talk about their position, their options, and we're gonna see probably their pantheons here sooner rather than later. Now let's actually let's get going. We do have over here London with a settler coming up in 1. He has a 3-2 base, and I do see he's gonna have multiple cities with possible harbors here to the east, to the west. He also might want to try to expand to the south at some point to get some trade routes. I don't see him easily to get with a setup to settle coastal trade routes, but I guess at some point in the game, maybe if Romrom expands to the west, maybe takes a cat and puts a city over here, they could get some coastal trade routes. That will be extremely important for their gold generation. We do have also London with another tile to the north, 2 tiles out. I do see he's gonna benefit from where are his horses? Horses on the east side. That's gonna be a long way away. Oh my God, that is so far away. He's gonna need to actually settle them. It's gonna take a while over there, and he doesn't know about them yet. He's gonna settle north first, and I'm thinking, where is he gonna settle north? Is he gonna go for the coastal settle, or is he gonna go for the May settle? Now, well, London, or I should say Eleanor, does have usually the preference to go for theater squares much earlier, because he gets so many possible yields from the books that he gets into the amphitheaters, and with those he can actually explode. Now we're going to need to see how much importance we will have a Sprig put on that, because of course you can just go for the normal harbor play and that's about it. You go for campuses, and then later on you make one of those wonders, and you get some theater squares around it, and so on and so forth. We do need to take a look at the Romrom as well, and Mapuche is going to settle to the south here. He does have multiple horses to work, and it looks like he just popped a builder. I don't think they actually spent the gold on. Yeah, it looks like he already has the gold, so I'm pretty sure he popped a builder from a hut. That is a nice outcome from that hut over there, man. I was thinking about some t-shirts, and definitely one of them would be hut expert over there. You know, like don't you feel like he has a good ring to it, hut expert? Anyway, we do have Romrom coming up to the south, going for that cattle tile, where he does have an amber to work, and more food coming up from that city center with other horses to work. Oh, actually another possible amber tile to the south. Now he does get the benefit of an iron tile to the west side. That's a second ring, and he does have his horses in the third ring. Well, I guess they're gonna be closer to the second city to the south. That's gonna be good. He already picked up a pantheon. Oh, that's how he got the builder, from a pantheon. He actually got fertility rights over there, using it for the extra food, for the wheat tiles, for the rice tiles, and for the cattle tiles. Not bad. That's gonna be a lot of extra population there. Not bad. Moving forward, we do need to take a look at Russia and Korea. Russia in the southwest, he does have already his first lavra coming out. The second settle is going to be put down on the sugar tile, getting him that extra food, extra amenity, and as you can see, multiple tiles to work. I do see he's getting the lavra to the south over here, and I can't deny the fact that he's actually putting it. Oh, okay. So initially I was thinking, wow, that is like those are so many flat tiles of tundra. Don't you want to go for you know, wink wink, Dance of the Aurora? But then I saw he actually got a pantheon. I was like, okay, let's see what it is. River Goddess was the choice, and it feels like he wants to snatch it away from Gandhi. Burrize over there is, or I should say, usually is. It is well known that India does want to get that. River Goddess. Now we do have Delhi actually going for a non-river settle over here for his holy site, so should be fine for him. Not a deny. The fact that the River Goddess is going to give him one extra amenity point with also extra housing, that's going to be nice for Russia. He also gets a bit of an extra faith, but it doesn't allow him to supercharge usually with a lot of faith like Earth Goddess would be or Dance of the Aurora. So he's going to have to build those shrines. He's going to have to build up his faith generation normally. We do have also Lege benefiting from a horse tile in the city of Novgorod. I do see he has iron in the fourth ring of his capital to the east side. That is quite far away, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna either need to actually settle it or ask for his ally support, because otherwise this is not gonna be a good juju. We do have a monument also coming out from St. Petersburg for that extra culture. We do need to talk about Korea. Korea is to the north of Russia, from what you can see. Of course, they do have candy between them, and it looks like also Korea did manage to get a pantheon. Religious settlements, these are quite like very fast pantheons coming up over here. What happened? Did he choose to like I see Sun-Tzu is making 2 faith a turn. Did he get a faith point in candy? Oh, there we go. That's what happened over there. He got a mission in candy, easy peasy. Or a free envoy from a hut and put it in candy for that faster pantheon. Pretty bad spawn on Russia on Highlands. Not ideal, I gotta say. I kind of agree with Jokis over here. But it is a lot of land to settle. So at the end of the day, you gotta make good with what you have, you know. Mactador Mundi, good evening, sir, and welcome. We got CC Pyro making a comment. Well, Gandhi isn't guaranteed to have rivers. Yes, I agree. But he did see the rivers, though. You know, and now he went Earth Goddess. And oh my god, what is this 3-3? Was this a forest fire over here? Oh, facepalm, bro. I don't even want to see this. Oh my god, that is disgusting. 3 tiles everywhere. We got a settler coming up from Gwangju, the third one from Sun-Tzu, and we do have a second one being built in Gangneung. And I do see the first one actually has 3 mines around it, not possible 4. Well, I guess later on he's gonna have the aluminium there, but it's not on hill. We do have a spice to the south, a 3-3 tile to work that he just culture bombed and acquired it, and he did put up his mine on a possible iron settle. Not bad. Possible iron mine. He's gonna get iron whenever he's gonna get bronze. Very good, very good. Sun-Tzu does have a slinger to escort his upcoming settler and has a few choices to go for. I'm pretty sure he's gonna need to ignore this coast. He doesn't wanna entangle himself with Byzantium dromons. You've seen what those dromons can do yesterday, right? Hello there, Meyer Sons. Good evening, sir. Who is JJJ? But it's JJJ. It's J John. Well, I guess you haven't seen him that much before, because he basically is on and off. Sometimes he plays, sometimes he's on a hiatus for like a few months. He has school, he has work, and so on and so forth. So I guess we haven't seen him that much of him. Now we do need to take a look at the other civilizations here now that we finished with... oh wait, did we finish with Korea? Horses. Where are horses of Korea? Does he have horses? I don't see horses. Oh my god. Well, I guess he doesn't have horses. He's gonna need to settle horses, and probably this is gonna... Oh my god, look at the 4 horse tiles next to him. He has none in his first 2 cities, but he has 4 in a possible 3rd city. Not bad. Needs to be careful how he's gonna settle though. I was thinking maybe he should actually go across that tile for the 2-2 for the 2-2 base, but I guess he doesn't care that much. Yeah, Korea has 4 horses over here. Amazing, right? Let's take a look at the other team. We do need to start with Gandhi. Oh my god, India already picked up Earth Goddess, and he is generating 11 faith a turn, the biggest generator of them all. He also has another trader coming up from Calcutta. I do see he's gonna get from Delhi a slinger to defend his holy sites, and he is going for 2 holy sites, one from Ahmadabad and one from Delhi. I don't see one from Calcutta, which is actually a bit surprising. I'm actually quite curious if India is gonna go full strength on these holy sites, on the faith generation, or he's gonna go halfway. Like CC Pyro was saying, I believe earlier, you can actually go for commercials if you want to. We do need to see what he's gonna choose. We do have to also take a look what kind of religion he's gonna pick, and I believe next turn he's actually gonna have the ability to get one. And oh wait, if he gets one, unfortunately it's not gonna spread in his 2 cities. That's not enough time. The holy site, wait, that's actually 2 turns. He doesn't have an extra one, right? Yeah, it's 2 turns. Byzantium is gonna get the first prophet. Okay, and did Russia get it? Russia did get it. Okay, Russia did get it. Feed the world with lay ministry. Russia didn't wanna get out simmed over here by his civilization, by his opponent's civilizations, and as you can see, he did manage to get his correct religion. The feed the world is extremely important on Russia, especially when it plays in the tundra there. Can we tiles for Earth? Oh, see, yes, sir. This one. Well, not amazing. He can get some from Ahmadabad, but he's gonna need to grow into them or buy them. He could settle to the southeast, but he's gonna have a problem with England. England already put a city there for some coastal control. I guess non-freshwater cities is going to be here for India. The first city does give him a decent amount of advantages there. You do see Delhi with a decent amount of faith generated over there from the tiles. Delhi does also benefit from iron tile in the west side, 3 tiles out, but it is closer to Calcutta, and I do see horses also in the first ring of Calcutta, but 3 tiles away from the capital. The Great Prophet just appeared and got activated before he actually finished the holy site in Ahmadabad. Why did you hurry up? Like, what is this so important here? Okay. Zen meditation, pilgrimage, and defender of the faith. Of course, India does get 3 of those beliefs here, but I don't know why he didn't actually wait for like another 3 turns to actually spread it in his other cities. It's gonna be so hard to spread it unless he actually spends missionary here. Anyway, that's expensive. Like the bonuses you get now with the extra faith, you lose putting them into a missionary or waiting to get those cities converted. Anyway, we'll see. Byzantium, let's see, Byzantium, we do have Prophet over here. You see Falcon is actually waiting to activate it. We got a settler also coming up from Constantinople in 1, and I do see he's gonna benefit from an iron tile to the southeast and horse tile to the northwest, the second ring. He did put both cities coastal, and we could see some coastal trade routes with Rome over here in the southwest. Rome is Strokezy, it is his ally, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to get that gold generation going. Yes, I know Byzantium not really well known for a lot of commercials, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get those ching 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 points, and so I do believe he's gonna wanna do that. Initiationites, wait, he didn't have a pantheon. Wow, he needed to wait for a pantheon. Kick W, bro. Well, Initiationites is gonna give him a free warrior, and he's gonna get the faith generated from the production he spends into units, and whenever he's gonna pop one of those units from his cities, he's gonna get some production back. Clue the second, hello there, sir. Bumping his capital's happiness up a high level might be worth with those insane tiles. Well, he does have a population cap over here of 6, and I'm not so sure. Let me actually see. Does he actually have something like ecstatic here? No, it's content. You don't need, so the thing is, you don't need 2 extra amenities to actually make your people ecstatic, happy, and then you need more to actually get them ecstatic. So it does look like, yeah, I think you could have been right, but at this point, I'm not so sure it actually made a difference. But anyway, let's take a look next on Rome. We do have Rome with 3 cities. We do have city patron goddess coming up for him, and he's gonna get 50% off the first district he builds. We do have more settlers actually coming up from Rome and Arretium, and I do see Magnus establishing in the city of Rome. We do have over here a trader also moving from Arretium to Rome, and I do see he did try to put as much as possible his cities on 2-2 tiles. Kume, though, it's on a maze tile, so he's gonna get some extra gold there. He didn't have any 2-2 to go for. I do also notice he's gonna need to start expanding east and north, and maybe it is a good possibility. It is a good idea to actually move right now for those coastal cities. Keep expanding to the east side so you get closer to that coast, so you can set up the coastal trade routes. I'm also thinking we're probably going to see a non-freshwater city on the stone, and probably some bath later on. I'm really curious how he's going to try to get his government plaza to get all of those bonuses going for his campuses. There is a lot of potential for a lot of fantastic science over here coming up from his empire. Yeah, we do have him with an iron tile in the 3rd ring to the northwest, and I do see west side. We do have a horse tile over there in the 3rd ring as well. Nope, they need a fix. Wait, Crete 1, good evening, sir. Have any of the new Chinas been approved for play? No new China. Not yet. I believe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I guess 2 weeks. We're gonna have the CWC finished, and right afterwards, I believe there's gonna be a BBG update, which will take care of the new Chinas, the other civilizations that got tested right now in the beta, and so on and so forth. So I guess there's a lot of information that's gonna come out there. A bit of a change up in the meta, but it's good that it's right now in the qualifiers at the beginning stage. We do also need to take a quick peek on Montezuma. I believe that's the last civilization we have to take a look at. JJJ with Aztec is gonna go for God of War and Plunder, and I do see him starting up with 4 cities. He did put 1 on Pi TD, bought that 3 tiles away, a wine tile. Not bad. I mean, that's a 2-3-2-1 tile, very good to actually have. And I do see monuments coming up from Azcapotzalco for more culture. More. Man, that's a possible moksha city right there. Amazing. Well, I do see him also starting up with campuses, a +3 in Azcapotzalco. Tenochtitlan did not put 1 down, but he does have a potential +2 across the seas on that, or I should say next to the reef tile. In the capital, he did improve his tiles for the extra production, for the increased tempo, and I do see him plugging in a Magnus for those internal trade routes. Usually at the beginning of the game, the players do prefer the internal trade routes over everything else for the extra tempo it gives from the food generation in the cities. Extra population allows you to work more, and you get more districts and so on. Also Pierre 639, hello there, sir. Gandhi production and food, so much tempo. Yeah, Gandhi going crazy. 44 and 43 over there, very nice. He's from what I can see, of course, he had a forest fire in the capital, and you can see all of those 3-3 tiles everywhere. This is amazing for him. Also 6 pop city, and he's starting to get a builder out for some more chops or improvements. I guess chops are going to be the way here. And there we go. We got a missionary. He was forced to buy a missionary and expand into his other cities over here. It is what it is. We didn't have a single remap, MS Doll. This is it. This is it. That's it. This is it. So now we got to see everything. I just need to talk about Montezuma's strategic resources. We got 1 horse next to Tenochtitlan, 2nd ring, 1 horse, Xochicalco, 2nd ring, and then that iron tile is across the waterway where he could put down a campus to actually acquire it anyway. I don't think he needs, does he? I don't think he needs to be scared of putting one there. We do have Byzantium over there, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be more than happy to defend a possible campus from getting pillaged. He's also expanding in the fourth city to the north, and I do see a government plaza being put right next to his capital over here. Does seem like he's preparing for, I'm actually thinking about it, like, is this harbor play? Is he, let's see, tech side, no, he's going in currency. Okay, so I was a bit worried about this, because you see the government plaza was right next to the one tile lake, and I was like, does he actually want to get a harbor play here? It doesn't seem right with Montezuma, with Aztec, especially in this meta, with you, when you want so many of those trade routes, you want the merchants, right? You want control of the merchants. Can you please show continent split? It's one big continent. Yes, this is, wait, whoa. Hello? How did this happen? Wow. Tito's, hello there, sir, and welcome. How are you doing? I hope we're gonna have quite a bit of a time over here on the stream, and I can't believe this actually happened. JJJ was about to take a city but did not. Eagles are too strong. Good evening, Goober Dragon as well. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing? Are you prepared for the weekend? Ooh, promotion on the Eagle Warrior. That is dangerous. And of course, Romrom is going to try to use the first moves. We're going to need to see Romrom over here. Quickly click, and oh my god, he took out that Eagle Warrior. Easy peasy. We got 1 health remaining on that Eagle Warrior. It did have a promotion, couldn't move anywhere, and I'm pretty sure that JJJ over there was trying to click to select production, select promotion, select, but it didn't go through. Romrom was just too fast on the buttons over here with the slinger, and did manage to click it out of existence. We do need to see if Romrom is going to be the one more aggressive against Aztec. Of course, Aztec does benefit from the extra damage on attack, not on the defense. So there is an advantage over here for Aztec during the early game or in mid game as well. When it comes with that +5 against civilizations in a golden age, that is going to be quite something. I cannot believe this city actually went down so far. Like, did that Eagle Warrior attack multiple times in a 10 strength city until they actually bought him a warrior or something? Like, how did this happen? Anyway, we are turn 27. We're coming really close to the next golden age, and we do need to see how things will evolve after this. Mapuche did go for fertility rights earlier, and he's gonna get quite a bit of extra food from that. I did put the team labels on the map. I did. Let me actually take a quick peek over here at what's going on. We do have this, and that. Okay. Let's go for this. Let's go for this, boys and girls. We do have city-states, Buenos Aires with Oakland coming in the game with those industrial bonuses. Enga, Zargamo, Akkad, Granada, and Preslav will be the ones providing the military bonuses. We do have Venice with the only commercial benefits, and I do see Mitla coming up here as the science one. We do have Preslav, Granada, Akkad, and Gazargamo for the military ones, and of course I do have to mention CAD might be quite awesome to use here. I'm not so sure anybody's gonna get the bonuses out of Gazargamo, but you might, you know, as long as you build a lot of encampments, you might try it anyway. You do get the 10% cheaper for each encampment district built in that city and so on. So, you know, it might be. Let's see, also Mitla, the only one for science, and Namadol with Rapa Nui, Wilfulness will be providing the culture. Quite a good array for the culture victory over here. I do feel like Russia is going to be left alone for quite some time, and Lege is just going to keep on expanding, try to get as many cities as possible. We do have him finishing up his Temple of Artemis in the capital with a government plaza between his first two cities. He did sit on 2 cities, so he could get the early bonus from Temple of Artemis. Now he's going to have a very tall capital with a lot of housing, with a lot of food, and of course quite a few tiles to improve, to expand into. I do have to also say Russia at the moment is generating 20 faith at 10. We do have him on 7 science and 15 culture, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna just keep on spamming these settlers right now. Wow, Strokezy just went into a hut and managed to get a relic. Not bad, not bad. By the way, if you look at this, we do have Sun-Tzu on 13 science and 8 culture, but I do have to point out about Romrom's 11 and 16. That is before he actually finishes his third campus, the +3 campus, next to his forward city, Mapu. Now we do have another settler coming up from Ngulu Mapu. And he already has some defensive archers helping him deal with any kind of Aztec aggression. On the other side, Aztec is trying to get his own stats up, and he's going for some commercials. And at the same time, I do see a campus started to be built in Azacapozalco. This was pre-placed a long time ago, and I guess, you know, it is what it is. It took some time to get everything else, like the monument. We do have JJ also starting to improve his resources, and I do see him going for that horse to the north, and it's gonna take a little time to get this wasn't discounted, right? I don't think it was discounted. 3 times to get there. I don't think it was discounted. With God of War and Plunder, he's gonna get more of these merchant points, and if he's ever gonna get for, and I'm pretty sure he is gonna get encampments and so on, he's gonna get more generals. It's quite important to actually get the first great merchant that is gonna provide anybody that snatches him 1 extra trade route capacity, and the foreign trade routes to the city will provide a +2 gold for each. We do have a potential for some chaos here. We do have, as you can see, in Byzantium coming up with initiation rites. He did manage to get Eastern Orthodoxy as a religion with choral music and crusade. That is basically the default one. You do want to get the culture to get much faster to those to that monarchy. You want to get the tangmas. You want to get also a faith generation to keep you up when it comes to the monumentality era, so you can actually get some more. And I do see we're starting to get there. We're starting to get to turn 31, and we're gonna need to see what they're gonna go for in terms of era score, in terms of era bonuses. Now he's forward settling, or at least getting the position towards Korea. Sun-Tzu on the other side is gonna have the advantage of a lot of science coming up from his Seon. He's probably gonna snatch Hypatia. It's either him or Mapuche that's gonna snatch Hypatia here, and we will need to see how fast he can actually get it. He just got a great scientist, and I believe, let me see, he's on 3 great scientist points a turn, while Mapuche is on 2. And of course he can get a projector so he can discover it. We do have a commercial coming up from Gangneung, and I do see he has a few defensive archers. He's also going to use the beginning of the game, Zhang Heng, to see around, to scout a little bit his territory, so he doesn't get Pikachu faced when his opponent is going to come with a scout and try to pillage his Seons. He does also have a few builders starting to improve his land on the east. I'm a bit surprised he's not actually improving those horse tiles, and he did not even go closer to them. Well, he's gonna need the classical era unit at some point, and I'm pretty sure he is aware of it. We just popped into the next era, and this is gonna be a golden age for a lot of them. I think everybody in the game got one. Yeah, golden across the board. We do have to see exactly what bonuses are they gonna go for. Looks like Mapuche is sitting on 3 cities. He's gonna get a 4th one soon, but he's in Pen, Brush and Voice Golden Age. 14 science points, 22 culture, only 35 production though. I do see Sprig still needing to choose. He's thinking about it. Like right now you can actually see the wheels turning through his mind. He's trying to figure out, okay, like this is gonna give me so many bonuses right now. I got like 30 of that, 40 of that. I'm gonna build like 10 of those districts. I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that. Is this better? Is this better? Is he gonna go for the timing? Is he not gonna go for the timing? Should I go here? Should I commit to this? And so on. There are so many questions going through his mind, and it looks like the answer is Pen, Brush and Voice for him. And we do have a settler coming up from Liverpool in 3. It looks like his audience chamber is going to be built in London, specializing his empire for a taller play. And we got another settler coming up over here to the east of his city. Also, we got royal navy dockers starting to pop out of multiple cities here. He did manage to get God of the Sea for the extra production on his coastal resources. And I do see a slinger in Manchester also waiting to get that archer promotion. Can you imagine how much this matters, by the way, for a slinger? Getting from, which does require quite a bit of effort, you know, like instead of you know, like you get the bow. You get the bow, not the rock. You get the bow. That is just, I don't know, man. It feels like this slinger right here. It's definitely feeling the pain of not being upgraded to a bow. 4-2 floodplains. Where did you see that? Wait, whoa. Wait, where did you see that? Oh, yeah. This is the map that keeps on giving, you know, like it gave India awesome land. Now it's time for awesome land on England, you know, the land that just keeps on bringing giving. I mean, yeah, let's start up the prediction. Who will win? You're right. Also, by the way, thank you so much for letting me know over here. Totally forgot about this. We got Ulyss on one side, and we do have one last ride on the other side. Submission period, I'm going to put it for 30 minutes. We will probably going to see a lot of shenanigans in these 30 minutes. Moving forward, we do have Russia with a monumentality golden age. He's right now on 2 cities with multiple settlers coming out from St. Petersburg, 2 of them moving to the west side. Novgorod is going to build one as well, and I do see an audience chamber also as a specializing building of choice in his capital. He's on 39 production, 37 food. He definitely needs a lot more, and I'm pretty sure he's going for temples. He did put down hanging gardens, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go, hanging gardens from Novgorod, and he does have the potential of chopping it with the magnets establishing in 4 turns. He might actually use these forests to chop it much faster, giving him some extra growth in all of his cities in his empire, and he's also gonna get some extra housing over there in the immediate vicinity. Not bad. Also, Crispy is saying that draw strength on an English longbow is not nothing. Quite a bit of work and strength to do it right. Yeah. But these are archers though. Like I know the long one, you know, the big one, but these are like, you know, like small ones. They're tiny. I don't know. It was like what, yay big, and like the longbow was like this long or something. It was such a big difference. There also, of course, there was how to say it. There was a matter of how much distance they were able to shoot at. Anyway, I was actually surprised we didn't see the longbow in Civilization 6 for England. I guess they put the red coat in and they didn't want to put the other one in. It was probably, there were way too many over there. All the practice I have are with the ones with the suction cups at the end of the arrow. Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, that if that works, it works, you know. If that works, it works. Let's see what's going on. Okay, there we go. Hanging gardens started. We do have the builders moving into position to start the chops whenever they're ready. Moving forward, we do have Sun-Tzu with 14 science, 20 culture. He is not yet ready to get Hypatia, but I believe he should go for it. Maybe he's gonna try to chop one of those projects out, or he's just gonna wait for Mapuche to pass it. He could also give it to Mapuche, since Mapuche is gonna be in a decent amount of danger over here. We do have Aztec next to him, and you can see actually Romrom is gonna try to forward settle his opponent, going Warlord's Throne. This is Romrom going to war. War, he called from the back of the mountains over there. It was above the hills, it was across the land, that it was written in the stars. A war between Mapuche and Aztec. Well, we do have Sun-Tzu with that pen brush and voice golden age, getting himself quite a few of these ones. I did see him putting down commercials. He did manage to discount this one, and I do see Zhanghen as a scientist is just sitting there in the city of Jinju, just waiting for something to happen. Oh, he's going on a journey to the city of Mitla. I see. Man, he got bored of his house in Jinju and now he's going to Mitla. I see how it is, man. Man, these scientists, man, they're like, sometimes, you know, they're too spoiled. They're too spoiled. Two Left Hand channel, good evening, sir. When Frederitos versus us are gonna play? Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, sir. 1900 GMT on both sides. We do have Lege on one side, Pulp on the other, me and Lege on the Sunday one. Also, yeah, check the CWC website. Every bit of information is over there, and you can definitely access the web pages already. Bună seara, Star Spanky, bine ai venit, domnule. The longbow was not that different from the majority of the bows that Foodman used. They are like 1.72 meters long that require 500 to 800 newtons to draw. Ooh. Those are so many newtons. Okay, I wish I actually knew how much pressure or how much actually muscle power you need to actually get so many newtons. I have no basis in how, like, no basis of comparison to how much that means. Like, can you talk like beers or something in terms of like? Never mind. It was written third, but now I see fourth already. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I'm sorry. There was a bit of a mix-up with the schedule. I'm sorry about that. They couldn't play today because they had other commitments and they figured it out way too late, and we had to reschedule one forward. It's the force to lift 50 to 80 kilos on the Earth's surface level. Woo! I mean, yeah, that's big, bro. That is big. That's a lot of ice axe. 50 kilos is not nothing, bro. Yeah, 50, 80 kilos, not nothing. With a hand also? Oh, man, those boys were muscly. I remember when, how to say, when, who is it? Gabriel Iglesias was doing a comedy show right now, and he was talking about somebody that was like really muscly, and he was like, "Oh my God, that guy's about to pop," because everything, you know, he was so big. Okay, so coming back to this, we do have Sun-Tzu going for the eastern settle here. Looks like he's also going to get closer to India doing this. We do need to take a look next on Montezuma, since Montezuma does have a decent amount of culture generated from Paititi, and I do see an encampment coming out from Aztec. We will need to see how many units and what kind of defense he's going to try to put out against the Mapuche here. Now, we do have that extra +5 coming out from Mapuche. You do see the archers already benefiting from it, but I don't see actually Mapuche getting so many units out. He's waiting probably to get Warlord's Throne, trying to be as efficient as possible. The encampment in Azcapotzalco is going to allow Montezuma to get a general, and I do see he's going for audience chamber. He's going for a taller play. I mean, this might be a dead tech. Yeah, I don't know about this choice, man. Like, I mean, his opponent is definitely out to war, right? Like I was saying, it was written in the stars between them, across the hills, everywhere. Like you've seen, even those how to say crop circles wrote down from the gods that Aztec and the Mapuche will go to war. So I am thinking about, okay, he's thinking he's gonna actually get out of this. I don't know, man. You're gonna have to see how Romrom is gonna play with him. Let's see. Peace was never an option. Exactly, right? It was never an option. And also, hello there, Pizza Lord. How are you doing, sir? Oh my God! Wait. Oh, very nice. Okay, there we go. We do see Falcon with a Monumentality Golden Age as on 4 cities. He's now getting another holy site here, and I do see he's also on 10 science and 14 culture. He's kind of lagging behind Sun-Tzu, and he is going to try to use his Monumentality era to spread a little bit and get the builders going so he can get his yields with it. We do have Magnus in the city of Constantinople, still working that internal. Moksha is establishing Masia, and from what I can see, he doesn't have a third one yet. Constantinople is going to build another one of these settlers, and I do see he's definitely going to need a lot more faith to work with. 24 faith a turn at the moment for Falcon, while his opponent already benefits from 29 science and 26 culture, not to mention 49 production on Sun-Tzu. If you couple the faith generation with production, I do believe Falcon does have more at the moment, but he doesn't have GMC yet. What he's gonna have is the ability to get those hippodromes, which will allow him to get free units without any maintenance. That's gonna be amazing. Also, we got Kiel Spieler. Good evening, sir. The English longbow was not primarily a weapon, it was more like a type of culture. Every man in England was forced by law to do a regular practice with the longbow, so almost every English man was able to draw a heavyweight bow and was practiced with it. There was a big advantage compared to other nations, as were only specialists trained with the bow. Okay, I see. Oh, nice, actually. Yeah, very nice, very nice. You are talking about conscription or veterancy over there. Okay, I mean, if it works, it works, you know, like you gotta train your people to defend your land. We do have also Strokezy coming up with a pen bash and voice golden age on Rome. You can see how far he's expanding here, 2, 4, 5 cities. He did go for the east one of Arretium and still did not actually go for the coastal one. He is putting down a lot of these commercials to start to generate the gold between them. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to also chop that May style to the south of Rome, between it and Arretium, between the commercial and campus. Now Madol is going to be to the west of Cume, and I do see horses are being pumped out of that city, and at the same time the city of Rome. Maybe he is going to want to take this down because it is quite an important city for England. Let's actually take a look here. England. No, he does not have anything in there yet, or maybe he does. Oh, that is Sprig. He does know about it, he just didn't choose it yet. Okay, so he's not benefiting from that many points. Maybe he's aware that Strokezy will want to take it down, so he doesn't want to commit any of those envoys. You can see at the moment the horses, the military of Rome is actually going towards Namadol. We're going to need to see if they're going to be successful in their conquering maneuver here, in their deployment. Strokezy with the pen brush and voice is getting the extra culture from each of these districts, and now he is starting to acquire a decent amount of great merchant points, even to the point that he's gonna acquire Coleus next turn. I do see he also got Zankian for the extra trade out capacity. He's gonna need to build it though, but that's gonna be a happy joy for him. You can see it started up as a production here in Rome. Burrize with a monumentality golden age, 16 science and 34 culture. He does have 34 faith a turn as well as 53 production. Still on 3 cities. Now he's starting to go as very wide. Actually, this is extremely wide. We do have him with the Government Plaza with Ancestral Hall. He waited for Ancestral Hall, even if he did manage to get he did manage to get the monumentality and at the same time his religion and a decent amount of faith. He's still going for this. Okay, Ancestral Hall gave up on that extra amenity here. We do have him starting to expand to the north, non-freshwater city on Padna, and I do see another possible non-freshwater here. I'm not sure if he's going to go for the one-tile lake or not. He's also settling right in the face of England. England benefiting from 15 science and 49 culture already. Wow, okay, I mean that feels like it's gonna poke the bear here. India will grow quite tall right after he's gonna spread so wide. The big question is he gonna be fast enough on that tall spread? Dandelions, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Hello. His Earth Goddess is almost no good now. Yes, his Earth Goddess is... Actually, I think his Earth Goddess is a total of 3-4 points, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I stand corrected. 6 points of faith coming up from his Earth Goddess. Yeah, not that great. I gotta say. Anyway, that's actually the last civilization that we did see over here. We do need to take a look at the war maneuvers. We do have Mapuche coming up with horses going towards the front line, and you can see Aztec is trying to get those encampment training projects. The same can be said about Mapuche on his own lands. Mapuche did work these cards, the card for the Great General. He's getting 3 Great General points a turn. With a project that's coming up next turn, he should have enough to recruit a general, and I do see Aztec is also on 4 Great General points a turn. Aztec did get God of War and Plunder, so he has 1 more than usual anyway in his encampments. Yeah, it would be actually quite a sad day if this encampment would have been taken down, but it looks like it's fine. It looks like it's fine. We still need the horses to appear on the front line so they can defend and or attack from the city of Mapu into the units of Aztec, and still Mapuche does benefit from an extra +5 against his opponent because of that golden age. The eagle warriors are benefiting from oligarchy. The horses are not benefiting from oligarchy. Cavalry versus melee units there. Brick is the best. That's why Kevin's brick got hit on Marv. Oh, right, brick. Yeah, that brick, man. Yeah, that brick. The brick that left a big boo-boo over there on his face. Hello there, V8T53I. How are you doing, sir? Good evening, good evening. Ni hao. I believe that's how you say it, right? Ni hao. A flying toilet. Hello there, sir. Good morning. Wait, is it morning on your side? I think it's morning, right? On your side, what is it, like 8 a.m. or something? Yeah, how many fingers am I holding up? It is what it is, Commander Keen. Oh man, that movie was priceless, bro. Priceless. +7 with China. Yeah. Oh wait, it's 4 a.m. in well, yeah, but it's flying toilet is in Australia, I believe, right? It's +9 or no, it's +10:30 or something. It's like 7 a.m. for a flying toilet or 8 a.m. 6:18. Wow, bro. Okay, so you have like a half an hour over there. Unbelievable. Okay, interesting. So in 9.5 hours. Wow. Okay. Good morning, sir. Good morning. I hope you're gonna have a good time with us today, and I'm gonna give you the energy for the morning. It's 2:48 for the spoon. Wow, oh my god, that's quite an evening over there. We do have Aztec also coming up here with the horse line. He's gonna get to defend his city of Azcapotzalco with Hannibal Barca. Sun-Tzu did appear for Mapu, and we do have more horses on the front line. Mapuche is gonna need to get some more of these archers to work to attack into the Aztec line of defense if he ever wants to break it. I believe things are starting to heat up over here, but I don't see any way for either of them to actually break through the defenses line of their opponents. We do have Romrom with 33 science and 30 culture, while we do have JJJ on 14 and 42. That might be a problem. Now we do see Pingala establishing in Xochicalco, so he's gonna try to get the science from this. Not to mention he's gonna also get a +2 campus over here from Xochicalco. I think that's Xochicalco. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He did get the one in Azcapotzalco. It's a +3, but he still needs to actually get some libraries in there. We do need to also take a look at the simmers here. We do have Russia going for the hut over here to the northwest, and from what I can see, Voronezh is going to try to go for pyramids. Russia did manage to chop down hanging gardens, and I do see him preparing for Colosseum. He's getting his entertainment complex from Novgorod, and 4 turns are going to be needed for the arena to finally pop there. I'm actually curious, is he gonna chop the arena and slowly grow into the Colosseum, or is he gonna do it the other way around? I don't see anybody actually getting great engineers, so that should be fine. Nobody's gonna one tile snatch it away. There is a significant danger over here for also Korea. We do have Korea at the moment on 6 cities, 246, and with horses coming up from his capital, he's aware that Byzantium might put out some attack against him. It's not that close yet, but it will happen in the future. We do have Sun-Tzu with 43 science and 39 culture, 80 production versus Falcon's 12, 23, and 47. It does look like Korea's sim is starting to pay off over here, has a lot of good chops still to use, and I am a bit surprised, well, at the same time not so surprised about the lack of mines over here. Even if he would have had the extra science, he didn't feel it's necessary at this moment in time to get those. He's probably waiting for the feudalism timing. He has 3 more turns to go, and this is a surprising fact, he's not actually pre-building the builders with the 30% card off. So I feel like that would have been quite important, getting them faster, getting them cheaper, and also getting the extra cult with the feudalism, with the charges, would have been quite something. It's 2:48 in the afternoon. Oh, I see. I mean, you're chilling over there. It's fine. You're just after getting your how to say lunch, just chilling in the couch. I see how it is. I see how it is. Very nice, very nice. Okay, Theater Square coming up next to that. Seon, I see he did manage to put Gwangju on the east, able to actually get all of those horses. I'm a bit surprised about the positioning of... oh, no, wait, that's a +4 industrial zone with 4 horses. Okay, I thought that was... Seon, and I was a bit Pikachu faced over here about why that was placed, but now I understand. More units coming up from both Mapuche and Aztec. He did manage to push back his opponent's units from his encampment, and we do see Romrom is going to need to get some builders over here. He is getting catapults to shoot down the encampment strength of his opponent. Even if he's going to bring the walls, he's still going to go and chew through them. We do have also some units preparing to go on the west side. He might actually be thinking of taking down a cat here. There are 2 quarries, 1 mine, 1 pasture, and 2 farms for him to go and pillage. Not really the best deals that you could have. But then Rome did manage to make quick work of Namadol in the south, and he just got his 7th city, 246. Wait. 246, no, 6th city, and I do see he's also building some more settlers. He's gonna try to go also quite wide. Did we see? No, okay. I was honestly. Oh, I see. Pyramids got finished. Wow. Okay. Well, we do have Russia over here, just getting a free builder of extra charge for all of his builders, and you do see he's starting to pump out a few more settlers, going for his temples. Nobody's actually trying to stop him. This is like the mask. Somebody stop him. We do have Lege starting to acquire the great writers. He is, from what I can see, also in a competition with India for the great writers. India is on 6.9, we got Russia on 4.6, and England, Eleanor, is on 3.4. So many cities coming up from India. It looks like he picked up the flag to do the culture defense, which is gonna be quite a problem because Cossacks are not that far away from him. And as you can see, we do have England, Eleanor on the east side as well. Looks like England is finishing Stonehenge, and he might actually get a religion over here soon with it. There is an Indian scout there that might try to stop the Great Prophet from activating, and I'm pretty sure Sprig is aware of this. Let's see if he's gonna manage to take it out fast enough. We do have Manchester with multiple builders, well, I should say throughout the Empire of Eleanor, he has multiple builders coming out with let's see it. Yeah, with the feudalism bonus with the extra 2 charges. He's gonna start chopping down and getting his bonuses. I'm curious if he's gonna go for units, if he's gonna go for districts. This is quite important to see what kind of civics he's gonna use, what kind of cards he's gonna use to get some yields going. He did manage to get his 6 cities, and I don't see actually him building some more. He could actually get at least 2 more to the southwest. That's gonna put him right right on India's doorstep. Could try to settle the Eye of the Sahara, but there's like no fresh water next to it, and I guess this around here might be another city. Not ideal, not ideal. Oh, here, this good city, and it's also in the face of Mapuche, so you know, it's fine. Mapuche also starting to expand to the west side. It's going to allow him to get a connection city towards Sheffield, which might be the Reina generator, the gold generator over there between them. Oh no, India just took down the Prophet. He pushed it back in the city of Newcastle upon Tyne, delaying Sprig's establishment of a religion there. We do have 10 more turns for this era to finish, and we're going to need to take a look at what's going to happen and how are they going to get that going. We do have also more settlers coming out from JJJ. He's going to try to expand behind this. And you do see Mapuche is starting to get the points for his archers. He's getting more of these promoted, which is going to be quite important, getting the level 2, level 3, level 4 promotions. Can you imagine? Is going to be awesome. We do have him actually benefiting from a decent amount of science, which will allow him to not only get to Malons but also to Expos. It is going to be quite important to benefit from both of those technologies if he wants to be successful in pushing out Aztec. Of course, so Aztec on the other side might actually want to go. Oh no, wait, whoa, why Celestial Navigation, bro? JJJ, you're behind. You do not have time to have fun over there. You need to go for your own coursers. Well, we're gonna need to see how this is gonna develop over here, but I have my thoughts and prayers for Aztec people over there. We do need to see also Russia has to make Jebel Barkal. He has a very good spawn between all of his towns. Yeah. Oh, this one? Oh, this would be amazing. Yeah, indeed. There is also another chop over here for the builder of Lege to go for, and the chop finally get the final chop in Colosseum. I do see Russia is also getting some horses to defend his city Voronezh, and oh my god, I feel like it's gonna rain tomorrow. Oh, it's actually this turn. Okay, he has two more turns, guys, and the Colosseum is gonna be activated. We do have Lege with 27 science and 54 culture, -8 gold per turn though, and on the other side Burrize is on 42, 66, and as you can see 160. Hey, anonymous gifter, thank you so much for the 5. Much appreciated. Sassy gamer lady in the house. Hello there, ma'am. We got Sloaner, we got Key Goon, we got Macy Junior 97, Circa Sassian just subscribed. Welcome to the Dreamers, and thank you again. Thank you so much, anonymous gifter. Thank you. Coming in strong over here. We still have, by the way, the prediction for who will win. I do see a lot of you are putting into Ulyss a lot of points. Almost 100,000 points were being placed into Ulyss's side. That is quite something. Oh my god, that is amazing. Why Falcon is Idel? Well, Falcon is trying to expand over here, and I do see he's also gonna try to make a connection with Aztec when it comes to the coastal trade routes, not actually bothering to ask Rome to get here. He is gonna expand here. He did wait to get his ancestral hall. Now he's able to go for his hippodromes, and we're gonna see some tagmas soon coming out from his side. Now Korea doesn't look like it's prepared for a tagma counter here, but he does have a lot of science and 40, and he does have a decent amount of culture. He's lacking a general, so those Hawachas cannot move and shoot, and I do have to point out, yes, he does have a lot of builders that could potentially chop a lot of units. This is going to be quite important. Chopping those units down will be important. We do have more of these improvements starting to come out of his series. I'm pretty sure the players are gonna try to get their next golden age points, and we do need to see how they're gonna try to get their next golden age bonuses. I don't see a lot of gold being made by Team Ulyss. They do have 33 on Sprig, they do have 15 on Sun-Tzu, and then Romrom is gonna be -2. Lege is also gonna be -11. On the other side, we do have 2 gold a turn by Burrize, -1 on Falcon, but that's before he has any type of unit. Well, of course, Hippodromes are going to allow him to get quite cheap units. Strokezy with 26, and then JJJ is on 18. JJJ is already getting under attack with the catapults of Romrom, managing to take down his encampment, and slowly he's going to start pushing through the defenses of Aztec afterwards. Now, Mapuche is going to need his next tier unit. He's going to need his Malon Raiders if he actually wants to be successful into dealing the full damage against his opponent. We do have also more commercial hubs coming up from JJJ. He definitely wants to get this going. Give me a second. I just got pinged over here. Need to do something really quickly. Yeah, you know what I'm supposed to... Oh, okay, there we go. I was watching YouTube. Yep. There we go. Library coming up in 2 turns, and from what I do see, we're gonna have to see how many units Aztec is gonna manage to put on the offense. Romrom is 6 turns away from getting castles, and we do have feudalism coming up in 1. He is gonna need to get that going soon enough, and get the upgrades, so to get the Malon Raiders for his units, so he can push through Aztec line. Otherwise, Aztec is gonna get his own stronger units. The Malon Raiders are gonna be a game changer here, but we do see a lot of units from Aztec that could just stand there and take the brunt of the heat there. We do not have Romrom yet with mercenaries, but I'm pretty sure he has a decent amount of culture, so he can get there fast enough. Multiple builders also coming up from him, and I do see feudalism is gonna finish next turn, so he's close to it, you know. Aztec settler, wait, oh yeah, but that's oh I think he sees it though. That's a hill, and that's not a hill. He should see it. Yeah, he sees it. It's fine. He knows he cannot get there. Well, I'm pretty sure he wanted to go over here somewhere. And I do see there are 3 units. Oh my god, this is a kill squad over here with the scouts from multiple angles going in there. Anyway, we got some last moves coming out here. It looks like Romrom is trying to take out Aztec defenses and moving forward to get a position in the forest. Very important to get that position, so he can manage to... how to say, have a stronger position over him. Now it looks like the encampment did manage to get the walls up from Azcapotzalco, and Romrom's catapults are gonna need to start tearing it down. These catapults are doing quite a bit of damage against those walls, so I'm not that worried they're gonna stay up for long. We do have also Governor Victor established in Puen Mapu. Azcapotzalco is still benefiting from Moksha, not Victor. Quite a few cities coming up from Byzantium. He's starting to get his economy going. Harbors in Ansira and Edessa, and I think he actually is not going to want to push his opponent. He probably knows that Korea is going to get a decent defense going. He did manage to acquire a great general for his possible Tangwas over here and on Nicomedia, and I do see he has a few defensive horses. I wouldn't actually call this an offensive squad. I need to also take a look over here. Universities coming up from Gwangju. We do have Jeonju also getting an encampment, and at the moment I don't see a classical general remaining. He does have a medieval renaissance, and I'm pretty sure he needs a medieval renaissance one. Korea does have those hawachas that are coming out at gunpowder, if I'm not mistaken. Let me actually double check this. How was it? How do you spell it? Hawa. You know what? Korea. Hawacha. H-W-A. That's how you spell it. They come out at gunpowder. Okay, that's what I was remembering. Universities coming out from Korea. It's going to allow him to get a faster science, 74 science a turn with 50 culture, but the big blue number will not save him from the Tangwas that easily, so he does need to be careful with it. We do have Rome also starting to get a few more warriors to the north and a few more settlers. He might be interested in helping out his buddy over here against Mapuche. Even though I do feel like warriors are not the correct unit to go against this, maybe he is trying to defend against a possible attack from Mapuche. And as you can see, actually we do have some trades going on here with Mapuche managing to get back the tide on his encampment, but also taking down the encampment strength of his opponent, with the walls going down almost entirely. We do have also a second general coming up from Mapuche. Burrize did just get recruited with multiple horses also coming up here. I do see he went for Magnus, Moksha and Pingala. Victor in the eastern side, 36 science, 38 culture, but then JJJ is starting to catch up. Definitely has a lot of culture potential over there. JJJ is on 53 culture with 28 science. His economy is kind of lacking, but now that we do have Byzantium cities, he can start trading with them and generate more economy. Well, not really ideal, by the way, not really ideal to trade with Byzantium, especially capital. He doesn't have a commercial or a harbor in there. He's gonna need to get the next pop level, and yeah, well, he went, didn't he go ancestral? Oh yeah, he went ancestral hold, so 10 pop city might be a bit of a stretch over here for Byzantium, unless he goes granaries. Well, we do have Rome also starting to get his baths in. We do need to take a look at the points in the era score, and we're going to need to see what this is going to be looking like. Where did the settler go? West. He went west. He's going here. Now we do have him here. Oh, another anonymous. Oh my god, bro, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. You know nothing. We got Top Easy 55. Chuck, whoa, hello there. Funny guy 223, and man got a tier 1 sub. Thank you, thank you. We do have also JJJ meeting that Mapuche warrior on the battlefield, and you do see he has a scout right inside of the city of Sochi, or entering the borders of the city of Xochicalco, able to actually take away the traders. Boom, 1 goes and 100 gold was made over here next to the city of Xochicalco. JJJ was a little bit slacking on the buttons, and unfortunately, well, he does need to take care of the southwest and also that middle of the land there. And another one. Oh wait, thank you so much, Armada Siracusa, for another 5-1. Mine. We got Edo, we got Smart as a Skeleton, we got the Tesonov Gloin, and also MRH. Thank you so much for the gifts here. Thank you, thank you. The hype train, we got a hype train. Wait, is it a hype train? I don't know if it's a hype train yet. Is it? Is it? We started. Let's see it. The gifting wars have begun. Whoa, thank you very much for the bits. Alcohol Para, 300 bits just dropped over there. Drop it like it's drop it like it's Thank you, sir. We do have barracks coming up in 2 turns from Tenochtitlan. An unmet city-state did get taken over. That was a CAD. Romrom dispatched quite a few horses over here to take care of that land. And as you can see, he can move them back. I don't think he actually wants to move forward. That's a lot of land for him to cover towards India. And now looking at the ENA score screen, Romrom is, or might go for a Dark Age here. It's 39 out of 44 points, and it's going to need quite a bit of time to get the next ones. I do not see him able to do that yet. Well, we do have Sprig also 54 out of 54. He's going to get his golden age, and from what I can see, he's expanding a little bit more and going for that city of Bristol in the south. He definitely needs to get this one also on the 2-1. We do have Lege with 69 of the 61 points. It did manage to finish Colosseum, and I do see he's getting Judaism. I do see an amphitheater coming up in 1 with 1 turning an industrial zone and getting his campus going in Solikamsk. Did manage to settle 2, 4, 6, 8 cities, and he still has quite a bit of a potential to go for on the east side. Whoa, this forest fire in the tundra, bro, that is amazing over here. Whole mall, great job narrating these games and making them fun to watch. Thank you so much, sir. I do my best. Thank you, sir. Looking at how things are evolving. Lege is aware that he's going to need to fight at some point India, and we do see India actually getting some units towards Korea. Now they might actually try to double team Korea over here with India's Varus going against the Hawaches, and at the same time we might see some Tagmas coming up from the west side. Multiple hippodromes are being pre-placed, and I do see Falcon is preparing for an all-out push against Korea, while Korea is oblivious to this fact. I am so worried about this. Like, you know, usually when you have this happening to you, you should get as soon as possible a lot of pre-builds. Just get the pre-builds, you know, get the pre-builds, bro. You get them there, you use the gold from your allies, and then you improve. Looks like Sun-Tzu he might need to hard build a lot of these units, and it's not something you actually want to do. Cold fire or hot ice? Is there any uranium on the map? It is. I'm not sure where though. There is, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of uranium on the map, and I'm pretty sure if they go for a long game, for the late game, they're gonna try to use it. Oh, there we go. There's some uranium over here in Rome's land. What is that, an Alcazar? Or no, Moai. Sorry, Moai. I don't know why. Anyway. Moai. We do need to also take a look at the other one. So on the era score, Sun-Tzu is 45 out of 54 points, and he might get pushed by... Oh, okay, Falcon is normally slash might be Golden Age soon, not Dark Age. I was thinking maybe he might be pushed by a Dark Age Byzantium then. Oof, that would have hurt. Sun-Tzu still needs 9 points to actually get his Golden Age, and it's not that easy for him to go for it. We do have GGG 46 out of 46. It looks like he is managing to not get a golden, but also he's gonna be in a normal one, so not a dark one, not available for a +5. Yeah, he also got pushed to place Teotihuacan in an awkward position over here, and it looks like he's getting a non-freshwater settle there. 245 series at the moment for him, while he did manage to get a 47 science and 61 culture. Now he is above Romrom's 42 and 40. Quite important to actually get those yields, not to mention he has a lot of extra production, and it doesn't seem like at the moment Romrom can push through. There are a lot of opinions about Mapuche and its ability to actually get a lot of pillages done with those Malon raiders. Most of the time Mapuche's power spike does get to push everybody and try to do as many pillages as possible, gather all of those resources from them, and get them in. Now it doesn't look like Romrom is going to try to use that advantage over here, and it does look like he is still trying to go for the Golden Age. It will be a bit too long though. Getting Terracotta Army from Nagmabu, that's another one of the things that I have to point out. The Malon Raider did get nerfed. You don't get the free pillages anymore. Like you'd still get a penalty for pillaging in the movement. Now you can try to go around that with the second promotion, and that's actually quite important over here. But he does need to upgrade a lot of his units before he can actually get the Terracotta. Terracotta coming up in 7. Looks like that's actually going to set the tone for when the timing will be, and we're going to need to see how Romrom is going to try to deal with everything. Try to go for Rome in the south, try to go against Aztec on the east or something like that. Now in the era score we do have also Falcon 48 out of 48. He is going to have a Golden Age on 2468 cities, expanding on the coast, and realizing that he's going to need to get the economy for his armies, not only for his allies' armies. We do have him also for settling Korea, not really caring that Korea might try to go against him. It does look like he knows that at the moment Korea doesn't have an army, and I honestly don't know why Sun-Tzu is not building an army. Like, why is he so oblivious to the fact that he might get pushed here? Like, is he not aware of Byzantium? I'm pretty sure he's aware of Byzantium, right? So I don't know what the problem is. I guess he's feeling the pressure of getting as many yields as possible to keep up against his opponent. He has 88-59. He's feeling strong, but I do want to point out blue points are not that much against straight military power against you. But anyway, we'll see. Maybe he's gonna get something very quickly. And we do have Strokezy also with a 57 out of 57 points, and I do notice he did manage to also settle out of cities here, going as wide as he possibly could, taking out Damandol on the left side. 2, 4, 6, 8, possible 10 cities will be coming up soon, and he is gonna settle in the face of Mapuche, opening up another front for Mapuche to defend. This will be a problem. The Puen Mapu might be actually between two very strong opponents, Aztec and of course Rome here. Yeah, minus 38 gold. That is a serious issue there. That is a serious issue. Lege is just gobbling up all of their resources. And I gotta say, I was expecting a lot more gold from Sprig. But I guess because he doesn't have coastal trade routes yet, and I don't see Mapuche settling that coastal trade route for him, he just doesn't have how to generate that much gold, right? Will they be able to afford Malon upgrades? I think that, yeah, that's a very good question, and I think so. I guess Lege still has 517 gold or something. He's 3 turns from getting Grandmaster Chapel. He's going for Theater Squares. He's going for Oracle from Tula. I do see more of these temples going. I see campus research projects starting to come out, and that's a good question actually. Why is he getting campus research projects when it's Omar Khayyam? Well, it's fine. No war minus 38. Yeah. But his yields are awesome, right? 150 faith with a 53 science, 91 I would say culture, and also 213 production. That's good. It's just his gold generation is stopping his allies from doing anything meaningful, and they might actually die because of it. For the faith scientist, you think he's going all in for the faith scientist? I mean, he could, I guess, but yeah, I guess. Does he even have? I don't think he has that many strong holy sites here. Like, he plays them not really caring about the adjacency. Let's see, that's a +2, that's a +3. We have another +2 over here, another +3. Yeah, not that very big. He's not even using the double card in them. Yeah, Mazalchen, why is so much minus gold? There seem to be very few units. It's because of the districts, and he has no commercial, like zero commercial, zero. There's no commercial anywhere. They're calling out for a break. Oh, this is, we just turn into the next one. It looks like they're gonna want to go for 5 minutes of a quick break over here. Okay. Well, in the era score, we do see Romrom did go for a Dark Age, and he's going to try to push his opponent with that Dark Age. Malor Raider Dark Age going for the south here, going to try to go against Rome. Okay, not bad. You can see the damage, 63-52, and that is without a general. He also has Terracotta Army coming up in 3, and he does need to teleport this general somewhere. Where is he going? Is he actually going to try to push India? Is he going? Oh my god, he's actually going to try to go so far away to the west side with the general. Well, these are 7 moves, so it will take him 7 turns, 8 turns to actually get in Hyderabad. Wow. Okay. Maybe even faster. We do have also normal age on JJJ, so he doesn't have the +5 against him, but he still has, as you can see, the Malor Raider benefiting from an extra +5 from the card. Let's see, let's go for religious, I believe. Oh, it's candy, so who cares? Hello. Are we missing some? I don't think we're missing anything, right? So let's go for religious, and then let's go me. Hello, Max Capavito. How are you doing, sir? And welcome, welcome. Patriotov, also good evening, sir. Lu Kang, hello there. That's a very good question from very good questions from all of you, by the way, and answers for the faith scientist. We're gonna need to see if that's actually the answer. He is looking to pillage India. Yes, indeed. It looks like Burrize might be on the hard end of all of those Malmo raiders. It might give him a lot of pillages though. Yeah, there might be a lot of pillages. I don't see a good military coming up from India. He's most of his military is towards Korea, and oh my god, Korea is getting pillaged. Byzantium going in with the units, and oh my god, Korea is just two turning horses. This is not gonna go well, guys. Like at this point, Falcon just found out how weak Korea is. No, oh no, oh no, he's gonna chew Korea down with those tagmas. I'm oh my god, I'm so worried about this. Yeah, Aztec will let his ally a few turns. Wait, good to see Gandhi in the game. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen actually Gandhi in the game, indeed. There is an eagle to the way of India. Wait, what? An eagle to India? Oh, this one? You mean he's gonna get scouted? Yeah. Okay, so we do have 5 minutes as a pause here. And we're gonna have to stretch our legs and get some R&R, I guess. Aztec coming up with defenses on pikemen. Yeah, it is what it is. Guys, I do want to put up a poll over here. What do you think of ChatGPT? I'm really curious about what your opinion of ChatGPT is. So I'm gonna put up a poll over here with a few options. I think it's important. I'm really curious about what you guys are gonna choose here. Let's see. Lizard the Wizard, dude, it's man. I've been using it a lot in my work recently for generating description of textures, which I then put into stable diffusion. Wait, really? Not just descriptions, but using to generate descriptions of backgrounds too. Wow. ChatGPT does not work for Civ 6. Yes, yeah. Oh my god, that is amazing. So I put a few options there, which I think it's about the sentiments that we have right now going around the world, and I'm actually quite curious how you feel about it. So first of all, it's revolutionary because it's gonna change a lot of things. It changes our way of life because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to, we're not gonna have to, but we're gonna use it more and more to get our answers, to get work done, to stuff like that. It creates opportunities. I was thinking like it might create actually opportunities to do more work, more possible work on a single individual. While you needed a team of 5, it will actually take only a team of maybe 1 or 2 to get the same work done. Creates also, it's bad, don't use it, because I'm pretty sure some of the people think it might steal from other people, or it might copy in the form of copying, not steal, in the form of copying ideas and so on from other people, or getting the same effects going. And the last one, it will take away jobs because obviously, of course, with less work that can be done, or for example, parsing through legal texts or documents and to find out something, it will be much easier. Doing descriptions, like you said over there, it's something quite easy. So what do you guys think of ChatGPT? Have you used it? Have you not used it? What do you think it is? Which one of the options? Of course, all of the votes are actually unanimous, so you can vote whatever you want, and nobody's, I would say, gonna see what you actually voted. Then creating depth maps and reflectance maps using other AI tools to get super realistic looking wood. Wow, that is amazing. By the way, you're just using it to the other level. That is just amazing. That is amazing. I have seen it being used successfully in so many areas, and of course if you couple it together with other AIs that are, for example, creating stories, or there was another one actually that had just popped into my radar, Jasper, that's already creating stories and stuff like that for blogs. ChatGPT just adds another level to this. Oh my god. Also, Macallion is saying, I think it depends on what we want and what we name revolution. Yeah, I mean, just like we had the Industrial Revolution, I guess, you know, it's, sometimes think is, some people will think it's good, some people will think it's gonna hurt a lot of others. We'll see. I think, well, I'm on the side that I do believe in the adaptability of a lot of people. They're actually capable of learning a lot of things and acquiring new skills, and that has been evident for most of the time during the crisis, if I can say that. Yeah, the crisis. So like the financial crisis. Whenever there's a financial crisis, you have like a batch of people that are not going to be able to work in the same place, and a bunch of people that will keep their work, but a bunch of people that don't will usually try to reskill themselves into something different so they can manage to upkeep their way of life, or so on, or get better way of life. It all depends on what kind of tools they have available, on what kind of opportunities they have, and so on. It's I guess on the economy to provide them the opportunity. No, well, not I guess. I'm pretty sure it's about the economy providing them the opportunity. I'm thinking, for example, to use ChatGPT as augmenting my blog. If I want to do a blog, I do not want to write, for example, on my blog everything, but I can use ChatGPT to write some part of it, and then I add something of my own, and then I add some like the topics and so on that I could generate the content for, instead of actually doing it myself and spending hours and hours and hours on this. Mechanic also, for example, lose many jobs is like a revolution, but depends if you have a good repartition of the new production of risk. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. The opportunities do need to be there if you're gonna have a drop. So that's, at the moment, it's kind of split. We don't know exactly where it is. Okay, so it's between it's revolutionary and between it's bad and don't use it. Okay, very interesting, very interesting. Lubinka, hello there, sir, and welcome. Also, ChatGPT is a language model trained on lots of data. You can ask it questions or ask it to write things, etc. Yeah. And I gotta say, ChatGPT is 1 year, nerfed. It's nerfed with 1 year because it's not up to date with all of the information. If it would be up to date with all of the information, oh my god, can you imagine, like, so many stories being written in like immediately? You can't keep up, like, wow, you can't keep up with it, bro. Anyway, coming back to the game here, let me see. You know about the thing that was created and stable diffusion. Let me see it. Oh my god, I want to see it. Can I show it, please? Give me a second. Can I show this? Oh my god, yes, please let me share this. Oh my god, it's amazing. So this was used using AIs, right? This was used. Oh my god, look at this, guys. This is amazing. This, oh my god. Okay, amazing. Just wow. Just wow. This will change so much stuff when it comes to things. Thank you. Thank you. Looks so good, man. Looks so good. Okay, so we just went through the World Congress. We do have a few of them going for that, most of them actually going for the Golden Age with Sprig and Lege in one. We do have then on the other side three of them, Falcon, Strokezy and Burrize. A bit unfortunate that Korea could not manage to get his Golden Age. He went a little bit too wide and he's gonna lose a city. Jinju is under attack by 3 Byzantium horses and oh my god, this is unbelievable to see, by the way. I cannot imagine how you can actually not build an army next to Byzantium. I don't know. Sun-Tzu, please tell us why, bro. There is a builder that's gonna try to chop that wall next turn, and from what I can see, of course, Falcon does have a horse, 3 horses that will try to shoot, attack into it. We do have a swordsman coming up also from Jinju, being 110, Jonju also getting 110 here, an archer, and I do see more holy sites are, a holy site is being built in Guangzhou over there on the east side. He might actually try to defend himself at some point against it. Turn 35 horse rush. I know, right? And then being surprised about. I don't know what happened here. This is so weird. I have no idea. But I mean, I guess I did say it another time. He probably felt safe because of his big blue number and totally forgot. No, yeah, there we go. Just F, bro. F. This is first city of an opponent going down. I need to press F. I don't. Wow, I cannot believe this. Anyway, coming back here, we do have crossbows from Mapuche and Mapuche. I do see Romrom is going to need to get the walls up. We do have him getting those 65 strength units against his horse, against the horses of Aztec. Not bad. Of course, the pikemen are going to feel the pain as well. We do have a Mallory that's coming up from Mapuche, upgraded in a CAD, that are going to try to get around the Aztec warrior. I don't know if he actually saw this, but anyway, he's going to need to go around and might actually go into India's land to pillage and take out some cities over here if he can. India did manage to get wow, India going for intelligence agency, not GMC. This might be a problem for Burrize. He's going to need to hard build all of his units over here, not actually able to buy them with wait, is he cosplaying Catherine de Medici or something? Okay, interesting choice over here for Burrize. We do have Russia with a builder coming up in his city of Novgorod, improving most of his tiles. Russia is on minus 42 gold. Man, they have zero economy. Zero economy. So honestly, I was worried from the beginning about the economy of One Last Ride. They are having such a good time. 12, 17, 58 and 7, no problem on their side. On this side, on Ulyss' side, minus 36, minus 11 and then 72 and 0. That's just not an economy. Also MRH, hello there sir and welcome. Also Lizard the Wizard saying unlikely, but typical tests like writing an essay as homework will become less useful as a proof of knowledge. I think they're gonna actually switch to tests in real time, in like we did before. Like you don't get the homework, you don't get so much homework, but you need to do it. You need to prove your knowledge inside of the classroom. So that's just going to be a bit of an adaptive system that will need to be adopted by the school. Lukang also, GPD difference is so big. Yes, so big. How much does he have face generation? Probably not enough for GMC. He does have, let's see, 64 face generation. I mean, 64 is 64, right? Neither does Falcon have a lot of face generation, but I think I did see GMC being... No, he didn't actually build it yet. Okay, he didn't. And there goes the Tagmas. Oh my god, this is game over, guys. This is just game over right here. I remember when I was seeing so many of those chops, and I was thinking to myself, oh my god, this is the moment we're gonna see like 10 of these archers being chopped And then we would see them turn into Hawachas, and he's gonna make a line over there with a general, and he's gonna be prepared to deal with the threat of Byzantium. And then this happens. I don't know what to say here. We do have Sun-Tzu getting printing. We do have him getting pillaged in the north, in the west. It looks like Falcon is gonna start getting those tagmas in. I do have to point out these tagmas. First of all, whenever Byzantium is going to take out units of Korea, he's also going to convert the cities of Korea to his religion. That will activate Crusade, giving him an extra +5 against his opponents. Also, whenever these cities are going to get converted, they're going to allow the tagmas to do the full strength against the walls, right? They do have this ability. Wait, is it here or is it Basil? It's Basil, right? Gain a tagma? No. This one, heavy and light cav units do full damage against cities following the same religion. Amazing bonus. So finally, people need to learn math, English, French, history, or just how to use chat GPT. Well, but we have seen Ulyss make income work. Yeah, we have seen actually Ulyss make very, very low income work, and we're going to need to see if this is going to be the day. Also, if Korea has enough production to get to those pre-built Hawachas and use them to defend against tagmas. At the moment, as you can see, his hard building knights, he's getting courses chopped, and I do see his capital is going to be under attack, or at least pressured. We do see the cities on the east side are starting to also work on the military, and Falcon is not giving up on this, trying to pillage as many times as possible. Foreign ministry got pillaged there, his Seon got pillaged. He's giving to his enemy a decent amount of bonuses here. Korea is giving away gold, he's giving away science to his opponent because he is not defending his west. We do have a photo settle also coming up from Byzantium. Multiple units are going to come out through the cities, through the seas here. We got another 2 tagmas and heavy chariots from Sinop. He's going to try to get as many units as he possibly can there. Knight, hello, yeah, there we go. Knight goes in, takes out unit, and tagmas just about to go in. Okay, tagmas coming in for the kill. Ulyss could do some more GPT. Yes, I mean the second Sun-Tzu started building. Oh my god, that's it. Like, look at the GPT, is just falling. Where did it disappear? No more gold, no more gold. They're putting all of their eggs in Lege's basket, and of course they're trying to go for that culture victory, and it does not work yet. It's a bit well, a bit too late. A bit too late to actually come into fruition here. Now we do need to see Mapuche also tried to push through Rome. Rome was ready for this and got a line of units to the west side to defend against the postal attack. While I do see all of those Malo raiders are going to the north of Preslav. It's going to take them at least 4 or 5 turns to get to closer city of India. That's very far away for them to actually be successful in their endeavors, in their journey. We still have Aztec trading punches with Mapuche. Mapuche got to actually a level 3 crossbow over here in the city of Puen Mapu, and you do see more crossbows are being trained, and I do see the catapult is slowly grinding its levels here. We're getting the experience points. Hello Kacheshka, hello there sir. Wait, Korea dying once again. Yeah, I mean, at this point, honestly, with I can't say I'm surprised. I can't say I'm surprised. Like, we're gonna need to see if the Hawachas are gonna save him. Well, of course, Hawachas are gonna be quite strong. They don't have a general. I don't think he has a general for it. As far as I've seen, I haven't seen one actually. Let me double check here. Maybe he did recruit one. Oh wait, without us. Oh, city's getting converted, guys. Boom, another one. City got converted. Gangyong getting converted. Falcon. Tagmas, where is it? There we go, Tagma. But Hawacha did also get improved here. Hawacha will deal 68 against the Tagma 64. And you do see more units are coming out to fight over here for Korea. He might not lose that city. We got Nicaea also coming up here with the Tagma. I do see more settlers on this side, putting down a hippodrome to get a free unit, and keeps on pressuring his opponent. There need to be a lot of Hawachas to make this worth, and that Hawachas, well, will need a lot of gold to upkeep. We do have Sprig trying trying as much as possible to print those money bills over there so he can get the gold points for his allies. He's doing 73 gold per turn, but then his allies need 43, 7 and 16. Everybody needs gold. They're just ripping away the gold from Sprig's hand. We don't have yet a city coming up from Mapuche over here in the north next to a cat, so he can actually get the connection towards the cities of England. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have that many commercials anyway to actually get the trade routes. That's why he has so little gold. When Malons? A long time ago, actually. Malons are trying to go here, but they're not. They're just gonna do the pokey, but not actually gonna do anything. We got Malons here that are going here to Madurai, and they might actually catch Burrize. They will not actually. They will catch Burrize out of position. This is gonna be quite important coming up from Mapuche as a maneuver. 2, 4, 6, 7 level 2 Malon raiders. Gandhi is in trouble, yes, and he does not have GMC. He does not have GMC. His 427 faith is not going to be available to be used into his military. In the World Congress, we do have the culture city-states not providing the unique suzerain bonuses. Rome actually -4 gold, and Lege gains 2 Diplo victory points. This is quite important though. What will happen? Wait, walls? Hello? Okay. I'm pretty sure Sun-Tzu knows his city got converted, right? I think he knows. So I guess these walls are just gonna try to give another turn or something to the Hawacha, to not being taken over by the Hawacha. It also looks like Sun-Tzu doesn't have the first moves here. He's gonna need to upgrade more units, and I'm pretty sure he's also asking for his allies military support. Not military support. His gold support. He needs so much gold from his allies. He lost a city there, and he's upgrading more Hawachas to put on the defense of Gangju. He would need over here some more, and I gotta point out these Hawachas, if they're open to attack, they're gonna lose. They're gonna definitely lose. They get 2-shot by these tank masters. It's just a matter of getting in there and taking them out. And of course, we're gonna need to see if Byzantium does have the necessary units to go against them and take them out. They are not so strong against the horses. Sorry, the horses are not as strong as you might think against them. In the yields tab, we still have a strong-ish economy coming up for JJJ, Falcon, and Strokezy. And from what I can see at the moment, nobody actually coupled their economy here with each other. We do have some Melon Raiders upgraded to defend against Aztec, and Aztec did get pushed back into his land. But at the same time, I do see Romrom is managing to keep up with the necessary science advantages and the culture to keep up with the stats of JJJ. The fact that JJJ is going to get a few more cities here and is starting to gear up for a counter-attack does give us a bit to worry about. We do have so many cities also coming up from Rome, and at the same time Russia. You do see 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cities coming up from Russia. At this point, I would think he's gonna go for economy, but I think I'm just fooling myself at this moment. I'm dreaming. I'm a dreamer, you know. I think I'm dreaming. He's not putting down commercials anywhere, or harbors. Oh, a harbor is coming in. A harbor is coming in Smolensk, where he does have Reina. That's a 0 adjacency harbor, by the way. Why does he have? Oh, okay. It is what it is. Who has Preslav? I don't think anybody has Preslav, actually. No, nobody. We do have Ngazarkamu being contested here by Burrize. Well, I guess he's gonna try to seize it. Buenos Aires is being contested between Falcon and Sprig. Let's take a look at the cities here. So okay, full damage against Gangnuk, it's fine. He's gonna counter attack with the Hawachas, and it should be enough strength to take out some units here. It looks like Korea should also move the Hawachas in front. He still doesn't have a general for these units. Did he build even an encampment? Yeah, he did. Okay, it's 2 general points a turn. He just needs the projects that he didn't get. And let's see this attack. This is very important. What is he gonna attack? The Tagma or take out the horses? Okay, that's one horse. And that's another horse probably. Hawacha. Boom. No boom boom. No boom boom Hawacha. And, well, the Tagmas are coming in and they're gonna start shooting at the walls there. They can take them down with 3 shots from these 3 Tagmas, as you can see. And I do notice Byzantium's general, even if it gets pushed back, it's just gonna be pushed back in Nicaea. That's not that far away. I do have more of these pre-built heavy chariots getting onto the shores of Nicaea, and they can get some upgrades from their allies. Now we're just a few tiles away from a few turns away from actually seeing Mapuche's units getting to the borders of India. We see these 7 Malon raiders that are gonna make India pay for the transgression of their attacks on Korea. Well, it looks like Korea is stabilizing the defense here. He did lose a city, but he might not lose anymore. He did also lose a lot of gold and a lot of yields when it comes to his mines, not to mention his improvements. There were a lot of pillages coming up from Byzantium. At this point, Falcon is 42 science with 63 culture. He did go for a second monumentality era with 52 points of faith per turn, getting so many Tagmas using his hippodromes, and it kind of looks like he's trying to stay away from Irel territory, but he might not stay away. He might not do it actually. This is an all-in. If he doesn't manage to win this feels like an all-in maneuver from him. Because the scene behind all of this is going to be extremely painful. His whole goal in life right now is to actually build Tagmas and set them against his opponent. While at the moment, yes, he's doing some damage, but these Hawachas did arrive on the front line, and they're going to start shooting back against these Tagmas, and they can triple shot the Tagmas. Also, yes, Byzantium has crusade. Russia did not deny it. No. Also, greeneries before monuments. Hello there, sir. Good evening. This is the moment, by the way. This is the moment we have been waiting for. The big counter attack coming up from Romrom with an attack on the city of Madurai. We do have Burrize coming up over there with a builder, improving some tasks. Hey, man, this is just, he's sitting over there trying to get lunch. And he sees a horde of Malon raiders coming against him. You know how you see in the movies, there's like there's a hill next to him, and then behind the hill you see a lot of smoke, or I should say dust, coming up in the air. That's what he sees right now. He sees a lot of dust, and then he's gonna start seeing the Malon raiders, and he can imagine him with like a sandwich, like he sitting at the picnic table, and he's like, and his hand just drops. Can we have his vision? Yes, sir, we can. There we go. He does not see anything. Do they have gold for exactly the Habub guy? Yeah. Do they have gold for unit buys? I mean, they did acquire a lot of gold from their opponents, but they spent it all. I guess Falcon just spent it back into his upgrades here, and that's it. Trying to generate more and more and more. Well, you do see Korea is fighting back quite fiercely here. It's getting more units, and I do see even India seeing the day. Oh my God, he's gonna make such a Pikachu face. I look at this. Mapuche getting in. He got spotted, by the way. I don't know what. Oh wait, that's 6 movement. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And walls are trying to be built. Bro, that's not gonna help you, bro. Wow, 2 turns courses, 3 turns courses, 5 turns knights. I don't know, man. That seems like a lot less production than you need. Yeah, it's a big boo-boo. Eleanor also seeming to the sky. Yeah, it does look like we do have Eleanor with 139 science. He did choose to go for a free inquiry golden age with 92 culture, and it does seem like because he was left alone for some time, he is just gonna want to seem to win here. Looks like the Manor Raiders are gonna try to get the pillages first and then go for the city center. They can still attack into it, just poke it a little bit with a big stick and see what happens. He has two of these Manor Raiders able to attack. He does also need to get the other Manor Raiders to go through the choke points, so it will make it much more easier to get to the other cities. Yeah, rest in peace Madurai. Now Gangnung is taken down. As you can see, the fast attack of the Tagmas did take the walls down, and we do need to see the Hawachas shooting back. Quite a few of them still have the available moves. He needs to, because he doesn't have a general for them, he cannot move and shoot with the Hawachas, while Byzantium does have a maneuverable army here. The Tagmas cannot be attacked by the coursers, and as you can see, the coursers are getting two shot on return by these Tagmas. And we do have new heavy chariots coming up from Gangnung. These are just knights though, just knights. Sun-Tzu is going for siege tactics. Wait, why are you going siege? Why are you not going? Well, okay, ballistic. I was thinking he might go ballistic, so he get cuirassiers. That would have been an interesting choice, but I guess not. So when attack here? Because he can definitely take out a Tagma. One of this one, for example. Yeah, this one over here. Also, this courser needs to shift enter over here on the 1-2, because otherwise that city of Gangnung is dead next turn. I don't think it can withstand 3 attacks from a full strength Tagma. Yeah, doesn't like he can withstand 3 attacks from a full strength Tagma. And Korea, hell, shoot. Okay, that's 1, that's 2, okay, that's 3, okay. And please, please move the courser, please. Oh my god, it's not shift entered. Okay, there might be some sliver of a chance over here to how to say, to defend this 3 attack. Oh, okay, there we go. He's going for the Tagmas. It's fine, it's fine. So Gangnung is how to say, it's gonna be fine for another turn. As you can see, the Tagmas, another Tagma might actually go down. Hello. Okay. We do have more Hawachas coming up from the east side. The first city taken down by Mapuche in the lands of India, and we do have Manor Raiders actually much stronger than the coursers. There's no general here for India, even though he is getting these units. It's going to be very hard for them to do anything. Korea is also pressured from the east side, and they're trying to break him. They're trying to break him as fast as possible, but it looks like they're not succeeding. One Hawacha will come out next turn from Gangnung. Unfortunately, it will need to move unless he actually wants to move the how to say, the knight from it. We do have the knight pushing the garrison defense with another 10 points to 61, and the Tagma, as you can see, will need to do quite a bit of damage against it. And I'm pretty sure Byzantium knows that he doesn't actually want to get damaged here. Sun-Tzu does have the ability to actually take down one Tagma this turn. He can take out this level 1. I don't know why he's always delaying these attacks though. Oh, really hope he's not. Oh no. Did he just he promoted? Okay, well, I guess that's gonna allow him to get more damage, but later. Mad Beats, good evening, sir. If he kills Tagma, then it can slam the city this turn. Wait, what? This one, you mean? No. Which one are you talking about? I'm pretty sure you're talking about this one, right? It cannot slam the city. I was looking at the ones. This one still can attack the city, but it's not gonna do that much damage. The city will still heal a little bit. It's not being put under siege. There we go. It attacked. Oh, they're actually buying heavy chariots? Okay. From what gold? Oh, the pillages. Wait a second. It's Romrom on a pillage spree, right? So he's ripping the gold away from India. The one attacking into Korea. Yeah, that's it. Is dead. Yeah, I mean, bro. I mean, it's two range. The Hachas are two range, and but you cannot only how to say, you need to choose between moving and shooting. Unfortunately, you cannot move and shoot without a general. Why did they took Korea? Was Maya banned? I didn't see Maya banned. No, it was their choice. I don't know why. I mean, maybe Sun-Tzu just likes it, but Sun-Tzu likes Maya as well. That's a good question, actually. Let's take a look at what's happening here. There was a little bit of a pokey going around, and looks like Mapuche is trying to get around the units of Rome. Might take out this legion here. Yeah, it can double shoot it and then move towards Rome, forcing him to do a military in the south. We do have also some of these Aztec pikemen moving towards the north of Mapu, and some of them are actually going towards Engulu Mapu, trying to be as annoying as possible, while we still have Lege actually trying to seem as hard as possible in the south over here on Russia. There are a few horses coming up from him to go against India. India does have on the defense a few Varus and a few of these knights. It's being pressured from two sides, and as you can see over here, it's trying to build up a military as soon as possible. Burrize does have 113 science with 134 culture. He shouldn't be that far away from getting his own cuirassiers. We do have campus research projects coming up from Novgorod, and I do see at the moment we do not have we do not have Newton yet, but we did see the Faith one actually, Hildegard of Bingen on Russia, did get acquired by Russia. Finally, commercials coming up from Voronezh. Lege is probably feeling the pressure of the war over here in multiple cities, and he's going to need to stabilize his economy. He's taking away a lot of gold from his allies, gold that must be used on the offense and on the defense. Korea lost a city, and I do see at the moment still there are quite a few Hawachas available for him to use. He's defending against two sides, against India and Byzantium at the same time, and unfortunately he had zero military to use when this attack started. That was the biggest mistake over here. Unfortunately, without any military, even like just straight up normal, how to say, archers or something would have been better than no military. So he could actually upgrade them into something and use some gold. Now he's just losing his military left, right, and center, and cities at the same time. He allowed the pillages on his opponent. His opponent started to get the tempo going with that, and unfortunately it seems like it might be a bit too late over here. Well, I don't know, we'll see. Korea can still get maybe a safety settler to the east. There is an attack going on India's side. Mapuche is over there trying to pillage as many tiles. We do have England also pushing from the east side. England is getting 177 science with 111 culture, so I guess it's on Sun-Tzu to just stay alive, while it is going to be quite hard for Byzantium to come back out of this. He's building up an economy. As you can see, he's on 52 gold a turn, and he is getting as many cities as possible. Most of his cities did start up with a hippodrome, so it's already a district is kind of set in stone. Is going full into this attack into Korea, which as you can see, it's extremely damaging to Korea. I think actually Korea is dead here, unless he pulls off some amazing strategy to get out of there fast. It kind of feels like he's dead. Now we do have Malon Raiders dealing so much damage against India's units with the +5 against heroic golden ages, and not to mention the extra +5 from the Dark Age card. He still has quite a few turns to use it, and he is trying to use it as wisely as possible to push India back in his corner. We do need to see if Russia is going to manage to pull off Cossack attack coming up from Tula. Russia does have 152 faith in the bank with 311 faith per turn. He should be able to buy a Cossack every turn here, getting Forbidden City in St. Petersburg, which will allow him to use an extra card. At the moment, he's not really using economic cards, but he will get to use another wildcard policy slot when he's gonna finish Forbidden City. Quite important to have, by the way. He might need to use some of those economic cards there to get the gold going. Well, if he has other bonuses there. I think capital city Gwangju should fall soon. We do have the remaining Tangmas on the east side slowly taking down. Other cities are getting converted. Byzantium is just getting a spy in Jeonju, and more of the Korean units are trying to come onto the front line. He still has the science to work with, military science coming up in 1. He's trying to get Cavs in instead of cuirassiers. Okay. Sure. Problem is Ulysses' gold is melting indeed. Also, Brother Bloodhead, good evening, sir. Hello there, hello there. Kacheshka also asking, Malons are back? Yes, Malons are back. Level 2 Malons with Terracotta Army going against India here, doing as much damage as possible. We're gonna get to see them in action. Yeah, they are coming. They are coming strong. They made an attack across the map over here against India. Yeah, level 2 Malon Raiders. Who would have thought this would be possible, you know? Kick W. Yes, they did change the Malons. They don't get how to say, they get an extra movement or a promotion. Give me a second. They don't get free movement over the pillages. Yeah, so it starts with a free promotion and a +1 movement. That's it. They cannot pillage unhinged, just base. You need the level 2 promotion. This one, the depredation, the pillaging cost only 1 movement point, but still you can see it can be. Well, not sure if it's better, because you actually need to get some preparation for it. It was just, you know, upgrading Malons and sending them against your opponent was enough. Now it's not enough anymore. Still good, yeah, very good. Let me see this. There we go. It is more balanced than it was before. Yeah, it's a little better. It's a little better, yes, I agree. Okay, looks like Korea did attack back and did manage to take one of the Tagmas down. We do need to see what he's gonna do about the other ones. He has 2 Hawachas to shoot with and multiple coursers. So one of the coursers just got taken down. Another one of the Hawachas got taken down. And you can see the first moves coming up from Byzantium is hurting a lot the ability of Korea to defend himself. Korea did get 2 Cavs, and he's gonna get to improve these coursers into Cav units, making his cities a little bit stronger. We do need to see the counterattacks coming up over here from Korea, if they're gonna manage to keep Byzantium at bay, and of course even take back the city of Gangnung. We do need to also take a look if he does manage. Okay, he did manage to take care of all of the units of India, so his whole focus right now is on the west side. We do have India refocusing his efforts to defend against the south, where he does have to meet the Russian units on the battlefield, while his main territory is getting pillaged and pillaged and pillaged by the Malon Raiders. Some of the Malon Raiders did get taken down, but most of them did manage to get the pillages off, and as you can see, India is pressured into building that army, which is taken away from his yields and at the same time his gold per turn. We do have also Lege managing to get 3 turns away from military science. While he's getting his horses back, he's also buying out horses so he can prepare himself for the Cossack timing against India. India going for siege tactics in 5, nationalism in 4. He might not have actually enough units to defend himself, mostly because he chose to go towards coursers and cuirassiers and did not get pikemen or Viking shots, of course, to actually defend against Russia. We do see more units coming up from Byzantium to go against Korea. We do have also over here England trying to get the economy going. We're 7 turns away from switching the era, and it's going to be quite important if they do manage to get something like a heroic or something like reform the coinage, so they can keep the gold up. If you take a look at the gold percentage, they're losing gold right now. They're actually losing gold. Yeah, Romrom is getting as many pillages as possible, but they're losing gold. Sun-Tzu is on minus 54. We got Lege minus 12. He at least did manage to get some points back, and I believe he's yeah, there we go, triangular trade. He's using the +4 gold card for a little bit of gold, not a lot, but you know, he has some trade routes. At least it gives him something. And he's also trying to pillage away his opponent's lands. Mapuche, can you move fast? Romrom, can you move fast here? Can you get the pillages going? I feel like he definitely needs to move fast if he wants to do some damage here. Well. Whoa. 3 coursers almost died attacking into a Malon Raider. Wow. Okay. I guess pillage is the way here. Pillage is the way. You get faith from a stepwell, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's not heal. It's faith. Oh, it's healing. Oh my God, he can actually heal. Go here and heal, bro. Come on, bro. Go here and heal. Does he know this? Because usually it's from unique improvements you get the faith, right? But this one's the stepwell is healing. That is crazy. Yeah. Also insane. Army started to disappear because of gold. Where though? Where? Oh, Busan is going down, guys. We got calves showing up to the party, but these calves are, well, they are the strongest tagmas, but you have so many tagmas on the battlefield, it might not make a difference. The city of Gwangju is able to withstand this, and Rapa Nui just got defeated. I don't know where it did. Finally the connection has been made. When the Mapu has been settled, the commercial is being built there, and we do see one single Aztec Eagle warrior pillaging the tiles of Mapuche. Kick W. Where was Rapa Nui? Not here. Not here. This is Vilnius. Okay, we got Mapuche's units still dealing some damage there. I don't know where was Rapa Nui. Zone of disappearing armies well better than revolted armies. This is a battle against the clock. Yeah, everybody's running, and everybody's running everywhere. And I do have to point out the Lege at the moment, even if he is going to manage to get his Cossacks, I'm not so sure he's going to have the gold to upgrade them. They do have on Romrom a decent amount of gold. Now Sun-Tzu did benefit from a bit, and yeah, there we go. Malon Raider just got a heal off on that stepwell. And I'm pretty sure they need to pillage the rest of the mines here. He can just pillage 3-4 mines if he wants to. 1, 2, 3 in a line. Another 2 over here, or maybe 3 with the lumber mill. Easy peasy. He needs to do it fast though. And he's not doing it fast. He's not clicking these buttons. He's somewhere else. Oh, promotion. Romrom, promotion. Bro. Are they not benefiting from any first move, or is his attention totally somewhere else? Or was it here? I guess it was here on the east side. When Mapu is getting attacked by Aztec from multiple sides, he has trebuchets to attack into that city center. It did take out the walls, so there's only one single Malon Raider available to defend, while Aztec does have pikemen starting to do the damage against the Malon Raiders. We do have also Byzantium needing to push a little bit more. He did not actually manage to get to Gyeongju, and he's starting to put more cities in the face of his opponent, getting as many of these hippodromes as possible, building tagmas from as many cities as he possibly can, so he can just keep the war effort going against his opponent. Most of the cities of Korea have been converted to Byzantium's religion, so in each of these styles he has crusade activated. This has been a surprisingly spicy early mid game for Highland. I know, right? I mean, that's yeah, exactly. I mean, Mapuche and Byzantium on different sides. Wow, just spicy, spiced it up, you know. Can he get here? Is this possible? He can. Come on, let's get in there. Pillage, Romrom, pillage. Do it. Well, we do have Romrom 6 turns away from getting ballistics. Sun-Tzu is also 5 turns. Lege is going to be 2 turns from military science. And then Sprig is just happily simming away, going industrialization in 3. And I do see he's starting to finish up his shipyards. He is on almost 300 production, 178 science, and 122 culture. The fact that India got pressured so hard, lost the city, and got most of his lands pillaged did slow down Burrize considerably. But then the Strokezy is starting to catch up and be quite strong. We do have him with 112 science, 138 culture at the moment, and then 331 production. He's now starting to put out the universities throughout his empire, and he's going to get a few more campuses going. Moves. Busan. Huh? Don't tell me it's gonna die. No, it's oh my god, it's gonna die again with the units inside. Well, that's another city taken down. Rip. Bloody Malons. Honestly, I can't believe they let it through on this map. One team seems one has to make units everywhere in the world. Yes, indeed. The Malon Raiders are just doing so much chaos everywhere. We do have Aztec with piking shots now. He did manage to get a lot of science going, and you do see him with a decent amount of culture and production. And I do see he's gonna start to push through Mapuche much easier with these piking shots. Yes, Mapuche is gonna benefit from Cuirassier strength city and a lot of field cannon. So even if he loses Puen Mapu, it's still gonna be a hard way for Aztec to actually go to the main cities of Mapuche. I just saw. Oh. Great Bath started up in Manchester. We do have points. Let's see, Sprig. Romrom is 2 points away from getting his golden. We got Sprig 9 points away from getting a golden. That's a bit far away. Lege is getting his golden age here, and he's gonna keep in it. And we got Sun-Tzu, well, going for it. He's gonna get a golden age. JJJ 6666. He's gonna be normal. We got Falcon going for golden. Strokezy dark age. Burrize dark age. And in the yields tab, we do have Strokezy actually getting a lot more economy going, 153, while Sprig did start to kick up to 138. We will need to see all of these traders switch around to externals, and I'm pretty sure Mapuche is setting up his possible trade routes over here towards the city of CAD. There still is a Malon Raider pillaging Padna, by the way. These Malon Raiders paid for themselves so many turns ago. I guess the biggest issue would be over here is Lege gonna be able to push through India with Cossack Corps. Is he gonna wanna do that or not? Like, how is this gonna develop over here? Because yes, Lege still has GMC. No, he's not. Oh my god, he's not keeping faith. Not keeping faith, guys. He's not gonna do it. Trying to build the St. Basil Cathedral in Novgorod. I do see Olonets also starting to get more of these faith points going from his Lavras. He did stabilize his economy in the meantime, while his allies are going down, or at least Korea is going down. Still no general from Korea. He doesn't have time to actually get the projects going, and you do see he's only making one great general point at end. Encampment in his capital just got taken down. He has another one in Jeonju, and there's a significant problem when it comes to making a line of units to actually manage to defend against Byzantium. Free sim Rome in the Dark Age, not a good look. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure a reform the coinage would have been amazing over here for him, but he's not gonna get that. I do see also Lege on 299 cultural turn, and I'm pretty sure he's getting a decent amount of tourism. 7 out of 52 tourists at the moment, with 102 tourism per turn. He's trying to push as much as possible his opponents to defend on the culture victory side, and that will force Rome to get quite a few theater squares here to defend. I think Burrize was the one that had the flag, right, to defend, but let me see. Strokezy, Burrize, yeah, Burrize is on 51, now Strokezy is going to need to pick it up. The fact that the Malon Raiders did manage to pillage so many tiles from India and took a city and so on, and forced him to build an army for so many turns, it slowed down his ability to get the culture defense going, and that of course only helps out Lege. Now would be a good moment for Lege to actually strike with Cossack Horse against India and take out his military, force him to keep on building that, because in the meantime Russia can do his simming anyway. It's a matter of economy more, and of course not allowing your opponent to get a good defense against you. Rome is just not properly set up the moment to get a culture defense going. What he is properly set up for is tank artillery push, and I do see multiple encampments, 4 encampments actually to speak of, from him, that could turn in with military science into those oil generators, not to mention allowing him to get armies directly. Hey, we got a new member on Discord. Random Jack appeared. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Hello. If you guys don't know, I do keep Discord updated with all of the schedules and so on. More information over there about me, myself, and of course the community. We got a lot of good pictures with food coming up from Crispy. Oh my god, so much. Such a good cook over there, Crispy. Amazing, bro. I have so many good pictures from you. And also Groovy, I gotta say, he also likes, oh my god, so much good food over there. Bloody Man, okay, free sim, no, okay, I got that. And we do have Byzantium pushing in towards Jeonju, 2 turns for this golden age to, or I should say until the next World Congress, and I'm pretty sure next turn we're gonna finish this. We got the economy going between Byzantium and Aztec and Rome at the same time. That's gonna allow, that's what allows them to do the gold generator per turn, but then Sprig is starting to catch back up. Now I do see Rome is actually putting spies to actually take away the gold from Sheffield. They did figure out exactly where this is, where the gold is being generated, and they're trying to take it away from England. Is there a safety settler? Oh my god, there's no safety settler here from Korea. Okay. No safety settler from Korea. I'm very worried about this, guys. Right now I'm sweating. We got all of those units of India that did fight off the Malons, moving towards the south. There's no units from Russia that would want to go on the counter-offensive over here to keep up the pressure against India. And even if we do have Lege getting to Cossacks, he's not upgrading anything or buying anything new. He doesn't have that much gold to upgrade with, but he could just straight up buy he's getting more settlers. Okay. More settlers. Okay. More cities is the answer. Okay. Culture victory looking, well, we do have 100 culture per 10 legions on 7 out of 54, and I guess he's gonna get a lot more tourism, but he needs a lot more of everything to actually push fast through the culture defense. I wouldn't expect a culture victory in less than 25-30 turns, and 25-30 turns means Korea's gonna die. Okay, now we do have cuirassiers, and these can. This was the question I had. Why did he not go for cuirassiers when, of course, it would have been much easier to defend with them against the tank mass? But I guess now he got it, and we got a settler being bought in Yangsan. He's gonna try to go towards the north somewhere, try to get out of there. We got some units of India also getting through the north where that city of his did fall. All of those are actually looking at the ruins right now and getting next to them. Let's see, Cossacks maybe? One Cossack in Smolensk, that's it? Okay. Oh, two Cossacks. He got some over here to try to go against Byzantium. Try to stop Byzantium from take over his allies' empire. Now we do have Byzantium with his own cuirassiers, and these are gonna be much harder to deal with. Oof. Welcome back, CC Pyro. How are you doing, sir? On Rome side, we do have him building that line of defense, and he's not worried anymore about any pillages. He did take care of the Manos to the south. He is getting industrial zone logistics projects for the Bisheng engineer, and I do see he's getting more spies out. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent as possible, and we did see him working on the economy of his opponent, especially over here in Sheffield. I guess I'm not sure if he has two spies here or one of them did finish the mission and then got booted out, but it looks like it's not there anymore. Maybe he actually failed the mission in Sheffield. In the cities of England, in the Gavron Plaza, where is the Gavron Plaza? Gavron Plaza over here, he did go for a foreign ministry. And I don't see a counter spy. Would be lovely to actually have a counter spy in the city of Sheffield to try to catch these Roman spies. I'm pretty sure he sees the notifications like, oh, your city is getting spied on. You're gonna lose that and that and that and that and that and that. Okay, bridge dam. Let's go for gold and let's go for me. Bridge dam gold. I think England and Russia will win in 2 versus 4. Macallian, yeah, I mean it might be, but they're exposing themselves to a possible Diplo victory. I guess it's a good thing that they did manage to acquire the points from the first ones. You do see Lege is on 5 out of 20 points, so they're gonna have a bit of a breathing room over there. I'm pretty sure also Mapuche will put up a good fight against Aztec. It's all about the gold and at the same time that time for the culture victory. The problem is I think Rome can switch towards a culture defense, and also I'm pretty sure he will probably do it unless he wants to well, make the tank artilleries. I think Aztec can do that quite well over here. He shouldn't need to do it himself. Someone needs to pressure Russia. Yes, someone does need to pressure Russia. And Russia finally getting more Cossacks. Finally. So he might actually stop this attack on Byzantium, but it's a few turns too late. It's like 7 turns too late. Wait, why is he... Hello? Where is she now? Oh my. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Rome will probably go planes and bombers. Well, that's the question, right? Rome with 148 science, 99 culture. Can he get there fast enough to disrupt Russia's culture victory and get him taken down before a win condition is activated? We just had the Lege actually get the diplo points here. Looks like diplomacy is out of the table for one last ride. We got neutralized governor, 2 turns over here for the spies. Producing or purchasing is 100% cost towards faith. That's a bit of a boo-boo here for Russia. Well, it is what it is. Now we do need to see if Korea is going to manage to defend himself in the city of Jeonju and Gyeongju, in his capital city in the north. He does have settlers coming out of his cities going towards Venice. Venice is being held by Romrom. That is his ally, so he should be fine. It should be safe there. And now there are a few Cossacks coming up to the north of Kandy, and I do see Byzantium's cuirassiers cannot really defend against them. Russia does not have a general for them, and unfortunately that's gonna be a bit of a problem. We do have spies coming up from Russia in Agra, and it would have been lovely to actually have at least a spy in Byzantium for a little +3 damage there. We do have also England after finishing up his industrialization with 438 production, and I do see him on 154 science with 189 culture. Not bad at all. I guess Lege and Sprig do have the higher stats over here, while Romrom and Sun-Tzu basically railed each other. That is quite an issue. I am so confused about Korea not having an army. So confused. I don't know what to say about it. I was definitely expecting something else. Lege has a spot for statue. Yeah, he does. He does. Oh, and we got a pause here. Quick pause coming out. Oh well. Oh, got a comment on YouTube. Ulyss isn't winning Diplo. Yeah, I find it extremely unlikely, but I mean, I guess it's still good to have that in the bag there if you do want to pressure a little bit your opponent. Lege all-in, culture victory, and wins it handily. Migman, I think the same. He does need to still try to put some pressure on Byzantium to not let him go wild over here. Byzantium might actually get how to say all of the lands of Korea. He's gonna be a monster over here with so many cities. But most of his main cities did already finish up their hippodromes and got the 3rd, 4th district. It doesn't look like he's gonna grow some more. That is gonna be a significant problem here for him. He needs the next year government. He needs the next year districts. So good in the military strategy. I mean, to be fair, it was kind of on Korea to lose this. He didn't build an army. I don't know why. I mean, usually with Byzantium next to you. I think there was a very good example of what you should do against Byzantium by Task for Fish. Right? He showed us exactly how to play against Byzantium without taking away Crusade from him. That's exactly what you should do. Korea just chose another path, and the big blue number just wasn't enough. Even if he did manage to get to his Awaches, even if he did manage to get to higher science and so on, there was no military strength for him to actually soak up the initial damage, and then when he started losing cities, that was it. A fish is always the biggest. Yeah. I think he didn't respect the Tagmas that much. Let me actually get some juice. Bam. So we got an unpost going on, and we're gonna need to see the conclusion of this war between Korea and Byzantium. Byzantium now benefits from cuirassiers, from Tagmas, and I do see a spy in Jeonju. We do need to see more Hawachas being built here by Sun-Tzu, and yes, he still does significant damage. Still did not manage to recruit a general, which is hampering his abilities of actually doing more damage, being more relevant over here, and of course each shot should matter more. Now we do have him with cuirassiers on the defense here. Jeonju is not building walls, and neither is his capital city Gyeongju on the west side. There are some Cossacks coming out from the south, and yes, they could liberate the cities of Busan, Daegu, and Gangneung if there are enough of them, and that's one thing that we should notice. Unfortunately, it looks like it's not enough strength at the moment for those Cossacks. And no general for Lege either. He is actually he's switching very quickly to Trivandrum. That's an Indian city over there, and I was thinking he's gonna do this, at least like attack India with Cossacks at some point, and it looks like this might be forced by his surroundings to do so, because Byzantium does have this level 1 cuirassier. It looks like it's tough enough to withstand the damage of the Cossacks, even with all of the bonuses on the Cossack. Without the general, without more units around it, it's not going to have victory. I heard the copium of Falcon steaming after integrating Korea. Kick W opinions. I mean, his main cities are gonna have the major problem of getting to the next district, which, I mean, I guess he can do it with some granaries, get the housing with that, maybe even work some of these obviously marches for the extra food, but it's gonna take a while until he actually manages to do something significant, and there is a question of is it gonna be in enough time to actually make good use of a defense or some offense, because Lege is already on 10 out of 59 of these tourists. He is getting more tourism per turn, on 129 at the moment, and I do see his also starting to do the theater square projects, which probably means he wants the first great musicians. Actually, he did go through the first one. He wants the next one, other one. He did finish also, or he will finish actually, St. Basil Cathedral in Novgorod, getting him more culture and more tourism there. And he finally got a general. Finally, he got a general for his Cossacks. Use granaries all the time? Yeah. Well, granaries, bro. Eleanor got a musician. Let me see. Did he get the first one? I see he got the works. Yeah, he got Antonio Vivaldi. Okay, got it. So they're gonna have both of them on the same team. Okay. Eleanor, England is, I think, the wild card here. What is he gonna do? At the moment, he's being kind of forced to get the economy going for his allies. He's getting his economy ready with a lot of production also, 462, and I do see 146 science with 136 culture. He went for reform the coinage. Lege went for reform the coinage. He's still, even with reform the coinage, he's not doing that much gold. He's losing 32 a turn. On the other side, we do have Strokezy generating 246 gold and 338 production, because they can actually use this sea, so they can set up coastal trade routes, and you do see they are managing to get a lot of them between them. Now he's not also being penalized by the World Congress. He just went out of that +5, that -4 actually for each trade route. Sondok, Monumentality, Golden Age. I guess Sun-Tzu just wants a little bit more. Oh my god. Well, I guess Jonju is dead. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Now this city and his capital city. Oh well. This is what it is. JJJ normal age, and he's about to take over Puen Mapu. I do see field cannon cores coming against him. We do have Falcon with Monumentality Golden Age, third one, and looks like Rome did go into a dark age with Gandhi in a normal age. Trivandrum might be taken down or not. No, not. I would say not. We do have India managing to get 2 calves, and he is gonna push up that the city defense to a higher number, to 64. The Cossack War is 77. It does have a promotion though, so he can attack and heal right. Oh, there we go. He actually healed right now. He has 3 attacks available. I guess he's gonna be quite close to the one. No, the city is gonna heal. No, that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, guys. How much players gets culture from one musician? It's what, 8 or 16, I believe. Does it show? It should show, right? Musician, music. Okay, musician. It gets the music work. Great works. Great. No, doesn't say. Big tourism, big culture. Yes, why are the great musicians so important? Because they get so much tourism going, and you can use the cards to triple their yields. You have multiple cards that are actually extremely important during the late game. What was that? Ideology or somewhere around here? No. Wait, mobilization. No. Oh my god, totally forgot about where the card is. Kek W. No. Space race, this one. Satellite broadcast, 200% tourism from great works of music, and you can use, of course, the governor Moksha for curator, another 100% tourism for great works of art, music, and writing in the city, which does add up to a lot of points during the late game. Yeah, space race, there we go. Dash Green, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Trivandrum might actually go down. The Cossack still... Did it attack or did it not attack? Because I see it's a little bit banged up, but I'm not sure if it attacked something or it just pillaged. It still has 425 movement, and I guess it didn't attack because otherwise it would have had less, or should have had less. Now we do have a +6 intel on opponent's movements coming up from the Cossacks, and you do see he still has another Cossack in the south to attack with. Jeonju did go down. Korea still needs to counter-attack, or I guess stop the takeover of his empire. We do have India with some coursers trying to figure out will Sun-Tzu is gonna get these settlers, trying to stop this from happening. This wasn't spotted yet, and I do see Sun-Tzu is gonna try to be a bit more conservative about this, and try to get as soon as possible to a city to settle rather than place it in a perfect settle. The culture win is hard to implement. Yes, it is hard to implement and takes a long time. It used to be a lot easier, but now it takes so long, and you can see it's hard to actually acquire these tourists at this point in time, and even we do see Lege jumping up to 207 tourism per turn, but at the same time I do believe Strokezy is getting more, 133. Let's actually take a look over here how much is he on. Burrize and Strokezy are actually on the same level of 59, 60. Okay, well, does he make? Okay, there we go. We got amphitheaters coming up from him, theater square festivals to try to get some of those great people, get the great works in his land. It's just England and Russia are going through these extremely fast and making it quite hard for Rome to catch up. Can he? Can he get the defense going? That's the biggest question. Point Map over here about to be taken over. Aztec is moving in with the parking shots. We do have a significant force of Mapuche field cannons available to attack. It doesn't have anything in that city, but it's just yeah, attacking it every turn. Oh man, these level 2 field cannons are almost one-shotting the field cannons of Mapuche. Aztec does have, let's see, how many amenities? 5 luxury attack bonus with promotions on the field cannons, and it does look like he's doing so much damage with the Great General and the military alliance. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Now that JJJ is in a normal age, well, there's not that much Romrom can do against him. Romrom with 76 science and 21 culture, he's losing 38 gold a turn. Also trying to build as many of these field cannons as possible. Might want to think of getting a safety settler out there. We go. He's coming up from Wente Mapu, and I do see England is still sending quite a few trade routes, or more and more trade routes towards his opponent's cities, towards his ally cities, so he can get his economy going. We do have Lege managing to get to 407 production, 379 faith a turn, trying to pressure India. I think he actually got a city from India. Yeah, he did manage to overwhelm that city to the west of Calcutta. India just lost a second settle here. But still on 91 science with 66 culture. We do have Falcon managing to get to 114 and 112, ripping apart the lands of Korea, got his capital, and still moving forward towards his other cities. He can one-shot the Hawachas now with the Cuirassier Corps, dealing significant problems. Show the continents for whom, Janus. All the continents, like we got the red one here, quite a big one. We got the green one here, relatively small. We got the purple one, very big one, and the white one, which is on Byzantium, half Byzantium. Big Z, no melee unit to recapture either. Yeah, that's a big boo-boo. That's a big boo-boo. Oh, Sun-Tzu got spotted. Look at India's coursers. They see him. They see him. I don't think he's gonna survive that long, especially after Yangchan is gonna go down. What's Falcon doing in his main cities? Bread and circus. Okay, getting his people happy here. Getting another encampment. Producing a spy. Getting harbor shipping projects. Okay, but no other stuff. Okay. No funny stuff. It's just building a military. This is all it. All it is. Sprig has built a frigate. Okay, that's a frigate armada actually. Wait, how far away is he from getting battleships? Because he can take out Ahmadabad. Let's see. 3 times ballistics colonialism. I didn't see if he actually did manage to get cost. Yeah, he did get CAVs, military science. So that means he just needs to get ballistics and then go for let's see, rifling into refining. So 3 more actually with ballistics. Yalister, hello there, sir. I'm not 100% sure, but Ulyss became very recent. Usually, Ulyss carries all victory condition in Ulyss gameplays. Was much less the cases in previous Ulyss lineups. I wouldn't say that actually. I've seen Chuck carry quite a bit. Honestly, from the games I've seen, I wouldn't say that. In this particular game, they did try to get the culture victory, and I guess they did their best to erase the opponents. It was just unfortunate about Sun-Tzu, what he did here. the timing on this was perfect, coming up against his opponent with so many units, and Korea just didn't have any. But not having an army can be seen easily in the score screens, right? That's not something that's hidden. Yeah, bullying every time feels good to see him like this. I mean, it happens, man. At least he's staying alive, and he did manage to defend the cultured victory for some time. He was the one defending it. Lege now is starting to acquire some of these extra points, 12 out of 62. And we do have calves coming up from Delhi. I do see more cuirassiers coming out, and the moment it doesn't look like England is going to be interested in pushing into him. It does seem like also Strokezy did get a few more points of science and culture, 175, 150. While Sprig, I can't say he actually got bigger. Sprig did focus on getting his production up rather than anything else, and you can see the difference and the result, 532 versus 427 at the moment, and it's just getting bigger for Sprig, especially after he's going to get his coal power plants going. They're also acquiring quite a few of these great writers, artists, and musicians between them. Russia is going to probably benefit from all of them. They're going to need to trade them. And you do see how many of these theater squares festivals are getting here. He's trying to get them. Oh! Look at the Byzantium military just focusing. Oh, I mean, yeah. Kick W. Well, the Cossacks at least will have a +5 around these tiles, but he doesn't have, like, the same issue, right? He doesn't have them. And Auckland, I think, is the vision of Eleanor, if I'm not mistaken. Eleanor should see and should warn his ally here. Yeah, there we go. He sees the Byzantium cuirassiers coming in. So now Russia is going to need to focus on getting a defense up against these Byzantium units. Otherwise, he's going to start having a lot of issues throughout his territory. And this will significantly slow down his culture victory plans. And from what I do see, Lege at the moment is not reconfiguring his cities over here so he can get the defenses for his land on the west side. Yeah, culture defense too late already. No, they have 19 turns to start killing Lege city, or they have lost. Well, I mean, it's happening. It's actually happening, right? Yeah, Byzantium best culture defense. Yeah, it's just gonna take out cities here. Yeah, it's nasty. Lege has 395 faith. I do see him barely on 130 science, but he does have 500 culture, and he's 16 out of 64 tourism. Okay, 256 tourism. That's not bad. Now he needs to get that army on the west side. He's putting cities on the east. Okay. What's happening? Who's pillaging? Oh, by the way, last remaining cities of Korea, we did go down. Looks like India is starting to wrap around the city of Chonchon, and Korea is trying to get posted. Mapuche also trying to get in there to stop this from happening. It doesn't look like there's going to be a chance for the Korean city to stay alive that much longer. They just bought a cuirassier in that city. Wow, and a galley. How are they getting this gold? Wow. Also, by the way, Lege does have 2,900 faith in the bank. I'm pretty sure he was trying to use this to get... Wait, did he? I hope he didn't buy one. Okay, he did get Ludwig van Beethoven. I thought he bought it, but no. I'm pretty sure he was trying to save this so he can send those rock bands towards his ally cities, towards England, but I don't think he can buy more. He can afford to buy more than maybe 2, because otherwise he's not going to have enough military to stand against Byzantium. He's going to need to get Cossack armies over here to defend against Byzantium units very, very soon. He has choke points that he needs to close, and I'm pretty sure somebody needs to tell him in Oakland's land there's a lot of problems. There are a lot of problems there. Yeah, it's for rock band. Yeah, I agree. It's for rock band. 440 faith a turn does allow Lege to actually get his Cossacks, and yeah, there we go. He's actually hard building them. So he comes to St. Petersburg. At least he does have a general for them. He just needs to get it back in his cities. Probably it's going to be much better to just send it to Tula and then teleport it here to the west side. I gotta say, 5 turns to actually get a Cossack is not a lot of time. It's not fast enough, I mean. Art museums, theater square festivals, okay. Mitla, being kept by Burrize, by India. I do see Strokezy did manage to get more culture, more science, and he's putting down a lot more of these museums, art museums, archaeological museums from everywhere. He's going to start doing the projects with them. We do have Mapuche getting pushed here by Aztec, and that city is going to go down right now. It looks like JJJ did manage to push through with that parking shot, and with the help of the field cannons and of course the bombards, is tearing apart the armies of Mapuche slowly but surely. One sec. It's for maybe Russia can summon some blizzards. Yeah, pray for some blizzards, I guess. Well, now it looks like Byzantium did show up on the borders of Russia, and yes, he's gonna first try to take down Auckland, because that's gonna be a lot of production taken away from Sprig. That will also give up a bit more time to Russia to get his Cossacks going, and that might be a problem, but I guess it's fine. Byzantium is still banking on the fact that he's needing to force Russia to defend against this and not actually go full on the culture victory. Every turn counts now to try to stop Lege from getting those tourism points. Lege is on 17 out of 68. 276 tourism per turn coming up from him as well. I do see another musician in St. Petersburg. I didn't see Apadana in this city either. It was built somewhere else. What is it, India? Or no, not India, somewhere else. Maybe Rome's land? No, not Rome's land. Who built Apadana? Was it Byzantium? No. Nobody built Apadana? This is Forbidden City, right? So, okay, interesting. Well, those were a few slots for those musicians. I also like Hueto Okali, by the way, in the city of Kazan over here, giving him quite a few culture points extra. I thought so too. I was thinking Eleanor built it, but I don't see it. Maybe I'm missing it. No, I don't see it. I don't know. It is what it is. Well, Cossacks coming up from Smolensk, I do see them starting to get into the choke points. Very important to actually stop the Byzantium units, and of course the Cossacks in their territory do have an extra +5. That is quite important. 78 strength unit against the Cuirassier 77, and of course that's actually a base unit. It's not corded up or armied up. I'm pretty sure the Lege did actually go through the armies quite quickly. In next turn he's going to get Cold War. He has steel in 4, and quite a few choke points are going to allow him to try to defend. Gandhi just went down, and that's a lot of faith generation coming out from Lege. That's 130 points just wiped off the generation of Russia's faith, and I do see Byzantium is trying to walk in to bridge a few tiles here, while Russia is going to need to figure out how he's going to plug the chokes. Russia is still holding on to his faith in the bank. He's trying as much as possible to use the faith to buy those rock bands instead of buying the units out. And you do see he is pressured higher. There's a lot more pressure being put on him coming up from the west side, from Byzantium side. Now, is this going to be enough, though? Is this going to be enough? It does look like also slowly Mapuche's empire is going down. There is a safety settler coming up from Wente Mapu that needs to get somewhere, which at the moment we don't know where. And the city of Chanchon of Sun-Tzu is trying to get the ancient walls going. We do have Dromons in the water, which are going to make quick work of I would say Mapuche's units here, and of course Korea's units, but the city seems to be standing tall. It's only a 34 strength Dromon against Chanchon's 75, so you can imagine that's going to be quite a problem for the single Dromon to take it down. More of them are coming up, or more of them are getting built, with also galleys at the same time, and we will probably going to see Falcon trying to go for battleships. London? Wait, London? Oh, it is. Oh my god, yes, yes, it is here. It is here. There we go. Apodana is here. It got built by England. Is England actually giving away all of his tourism, by the way? No, he's also making tourism, 113 tourism a turn with 200 culture. Okay, well, I mean, he needs all of the books for himself, right, to get the points for everything. Future run, hello there, sir. My ancestor Darius built this Apodana. Yes, looks like it. Looks like it. I guess this is the most important defense. We do have Byzantium taking away one of the Cossacks, and since Lege is not wanting to buy those, he's unfortunately in a bit of a pickle over here. His cities might go down if he doesn't do it. Not to mention he's gonna get so many pillages. 2 of his theater squares are being stomped right now by the Byzantium cuirassiers, and he only has scouts to defend against this. Wait, is he gonna sacrifice a city for the potential bonuses of rock bands? Oh my god, this scout, he needs to delete this scout and buy a Cossack. Okay. When steel walls, by the way, steel walls in 3. Also fascism coming up in 2, or did he just get, I think in 2, right? He just got Cold War. Holy Cypriot projects coming in. He does have 4,000 faith in the bank. Just put Gustavus Adolphus here, and yes, that will give him an extra +5. Okay, privateer. He's gonna do some damage, not a lot of damage. It's just, you know, tickling a little bit these cuirassiers. Why India no push? India is actually trying to get a few calf cores to stop those rock bands, and you can see them being bought over here. Okay, so 1 Cossack got bought here. Okay, that's good. You would really need another one in Voronezh. Voronezh in danger. Danger, well, Robinson, danger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rock bands bought. Okay. and he still has 1,300 faith in the bank. You can see India is trying to get an army out. His Cav corps cannot push through the Cossacks, especially if they're inside of the borders of Saratov. We do need to see if he's going to manage to do some damage over here. The roads were not connected, unfortunately, between England and Russia, so it will take a little bit more time, 4 more tiles to actually connect with, to actually get all of those units going. Looks like Smolensk is in a big trouble over here. His units are dying. His tiles are getting pillaged, I mean, and the Byzantium units are not dying, while we do have Russia's units inside of the city trying to boost up the military defense. Lege is still 2 turns away from getting steel, and there can be multiple attacks going against that city center, with the cuirassiers ending up attacking into that head first. Auckland has been defeated. There we go. Byzantium took down Auckland. We do have Chunchon also with the walls coming up in 3. He's gonna try to stand tall over there. Does look like multiple Dromos are trying to get in there, but there's not enough damage for them. Korea is 3 turns away from Buttress. Way too many turns. 185 turns for nationalism. Guys, I think that's not gonna happen. What do you think? Nationalism? Not enough time for Lege to get a culture victory. It's all about the defender here, but he's on a 24 out of 77, and it does seem like Lege is getting defended by Rome. Let's actually take a look what's going on. Strokezy is on 76, and he is picking up the flag of getting the defense going with multiple theater square festivals going. 284 culture. I guess he needs to get lucky, but this I've seen like 4 times now. The trying out of a culture victory that failed in the last few seconds because they ignored the military coming against them, and not only like from international teams. I've also seen them in the French league as well. When Ulyss does play the military game, they can manage to do very well, but when they do try to get these cheeky culture victories that hang in the balance, they unfortunately it just doesn't go through. Oh well. Okay, we got India getting in, stopping the rock bands from ever getting in there, and Lege at the moment it doesn't have that many units over there to defend. He's more focused on Smolensk, so many units coming against him from the north, from the west, and from the northeast. With India trying to stop this, it might be very hard for these rock bands to actually go anywhere. Smolensk went down, a city falls, and the fact that he did not buy that military and spend it all on the rock bands that are not going to go anywhere. He's losing another city. 2 cities taken down from Lege. Voronezh, another one. And next time he's going to get steel walls, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get also fascism. The biggest issue would be, can he get the cities back? And even if he gets the cities back, man, that is so much time lost over there. Pillages coming up from India. Honestly, it kind of looks like a GG right here. We do have England trying with Mimar Sinan. He's getting cuirassiers as well as Angkor Wat in the city of Newcastle upon Tyne. He did try to help out Lege to build up that road network towards the city of Saratov, so he can use the rock bands to get to his city faster. But it looks like the empire is burning around Lege, and he can't plug that fire. That is a problem. He cannot tone it down. And these Cossack corps, these cuirassiers, these Cossacks trade evenly over here. It is GG. It's GG. Yeah, we might see it. We might see it. We might see it. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna need to see when Lege is gonna manage to, not when Lege is gonna decide, I guess, that it's GG. It is what it is. On the other side, we do have the capital city of Aztec being taken down, and Mapuche is gonna fall. We do have England trying to get more science, trying to get more stats. 163, 213. We do have him with 116 gold, while you do see his gold generation did go down considerably. He has quite a problem to send all of those trade routes, or maybe some of them did reset. While on the other team, on the other side, we do have Rome making 404, quite easily in doing that gold generation throughout the lakes over here. Oh, more Cossacks died? Wait. And look at the pillages coming up from the caves of India. They're even ignoring the rock bands, and they're going ahead and just pillaging as many tiles, getting the gold away from their opponents, getting those culture points also. And looks like the moment Lege is kind of stagnating in the tourism, 232. And that's it. The GG gets called out. Lege does not see a way out. Lost Sun-Tzu over there. And wow. 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 That was quite something. That attack on Korea over there, with Korea not having a single unit to defend. I don't know how that happened, man. It looks like it did, and he did start to lose cities quite fast, even if he tried, and he did have quite a bit of production to put in. Unfortunately, all of the chops were gone, and he didn't chop a single unit. We do have also Rome managing to get the culture defense, and managing to get all of that gold per turn for his teammates to get everything they need. Aztec did overwhelm Mapuche at some point in a 1 versus 1, punching Rome back into his land here. And we did have, I gotta say, Sprigante did his best to get the economy, keep it rolling for his allies to benefit from. Unfortunately, it was just way too much gold needed by his allies. We did have them managing to pillage quite a few tiles, so they didn't manage to get the gold from that. You got some points back, my sons. There we go. Yeah, GG indeed. Let me actually put up the GG redeem over here. I'm gonna redeem it myself. And we're gonna move for some post-game chat over here. Let me see. Post-game 1, I guess. I don't know who moved these channels, but okay, there we go. I'm gonna move here. Let's see if they're coming. The great stomping of the opponents with Tagmas. Who would have thought that is a thing, right? Who would have thought that is a thing? Man, quite something. GG, well played. By the way, in the meantime, I do want to say that tomorrow we're gonna have the Stake Company go against Battery of Full Charge Builders at 1400 GMT. I'm pretty sure, by the way, that trying to think how they do about this, and maybe the chance to have a different, right? We're going to need to see if the players will actually want to join and give us some post-game chat. I do see Lege, Romrom and Sun-Tzu are in the same channel, and I'm pretty sure they're trying to debate about what could have been done a little bit better, while on the other side the other team is applauding there. What was Korea's role supposed to be in that draft? Science. He should have gotten the science. He should have gotten the power spike when it comes to those that mid to late game. Unfortunately, he never actually pre-built. There is some problem with the gold there, and I'm pretty sure the having Korea in the game was a bit too much pressure on their gold per turn. They couldn't set up the coastal trade routes, and unfortunately that didn't actually generate a lot of gold for them, with England needing to go out of its way to try to get the generation here of gold with Mapuche. Mapuche had to take a CAD and had to put another city. It was very late, by the way, for them to do this. Very late to do this. Building cities for yeah, it looks like he did build cities for Falcon there. I mean, what can I say, man? I'm sorry about this, man. Honestly, I would have thought from the beginning, he's like I was saying, he needed to have some pre-builds.
Hope you enjoyed the show, Mr. Michael.
GG, well played. Yeah, that's quite a show, man. I honestly couldn't believe my eyes when there was no unit. That's what I was saying right now. I couldn't believe my eyes when there was no unit of Korea there. Just no unit, man.
Yeah, we were all surprised.
No, okay.
I mean, I don't think he expected like this unconventional D-Day shit.
Sure, but some pre-builds, man. He had like 20 chops and he never chopped an archer.
In his defense, he was probably super triggered when a drought hit his capital and he was making a builder. And that's when I went in.
Yeah, I guess. And you also waited exactly to see the chops. I probably waited to see no extra military. Okay, this is time.
I think it was just full panic mode from that point. And then on the other side, I don't know what did Mapuche panic or not, but I know Burrize for sure panicked.
Can't say he really panicked, but he did send away those Malon raiders so far out to punish Burrize.
Do you know how I knew he was feeding the entire time? I just saw heavy chariots being bought every turn in Korea land. Heavy chariot.
Yeah. They didn't have gold though. It was just Burrize's gold going into those heavy chariots. That's it. They didn't have. Like at some point they were like losing gold because no coastal trade routes, and the only one making gold was Eleanor. That's it. The other ones were negative. That's one of the questions I have for them. Why did they pick Korea? And then they went all in Russia, the culture victory. They could have balanced it out. I've seen Russia usually balanced out with the economy, but he just went full forward into that culture victory, which, to be fair, rarely works.
I mean, it was gonna probably work if Korea didn't bend over so hard, cause I mean, okay, Strokes has 300 culture now, but that took a while to get, and Burrize got grief. Burrize was supposed to counter the mid game to deny the musician, and he was so close. He was so close, but he made a mistake.
Yeah. The timing was awesome. Congratulations on that one. You nailed it. Was it the 3 horses that gave it away, or was it the stats? Like the military stats?
On what?
On Korea.
On who?
On Korea. Like you went in, you saw
I had one job to go IRL him, to disable him, but then when I realized that the guy was super behind and that we're pushing on 2 sides, I thought they wouldn't have enough gold. And I mean, we were preparing on Rome to defend versus Mapuche, but then I was Sus of Buenos and I saw nothing. And we had this information, and we for sure didn't see 1k military on John. So Burrize, if he was like, present a bit more, he would have figured out that, oh, it's going for me.
Yeah.
Like
if you would have stopped
like
the choke there,
Varus. Just Varus, 4 Varus. Like, it buys so much time, and then okay, I would be dealing with them probably because then he has to keep going left. But that's better than what had happened here.
Oh, I have another question. Why no GMC on India? I know you didn't have that much faith, but
60 faith per turn. I don't think it's worth it. And I'm between 3 people. I think if I get double pushed, I need to spice.
okay.
And I don't need foreign ministry because I get double the money in medieval.
Okay. Well, thank you for the answers and congratulations. That was quite something over here. It seems like Lege is still talking with Romrom and Sun-Tzu of what could have been, would have been, should have been.
I think they have a long talk. I think they giga through their game. They were so far ahead in early mid game. I don't know. I mean, if you compare my spawn and then Korea with 3-3 spices in capital, 4-2 spices in expand, I had one of the worst spawns I've ever seen.
GG.
Yep.
GG,
Oh,
Lege.
GG, well played.
Yeah. Too hard. So very well played, Falcon. Nice push on North
Thank
Korea, and the follow-up. You are not supposed to be there at this timing, so it's too early for me.
Yeah, I arrived like exactly on time before steal, and that's what kinda ends it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We
Yeah.
tried to the last 20 or 15 turn. We tried to cultural all-in, but I didn't believe in it, to be honest. So it was.
We were afraid, but we were banking on Gandhi to stop the rock bands, but that didn't work so well.
No, I don't think. Yeah, Gandhi. I think Burrize had a very well game, but there was Mapuche irrelevant so much, no?
Yeah, I didn't anticipate that he would send them there.
You know, Lege, what we did though. He had a forest fire, and he lost pop, so we buy him a settler, and then he's just making scouts there. We buy a settler, and then he has insane tiles. And 1035, he's in 3 cities.
I mean, with 6 districts and walking settlers.
I
think
mean,
my
man,
game was
it's fine. I think you could have had both, and I think you are super griefing with Ancestral Hall on the spawn.
Maybe. I don't know.
Go audience, and you'll be fine. Like, look, your capital is 10 pop, man. Come on.
What the fuck the tempo with Gandhi? I mean, you can have Holy Site same time as Russia in this spawn and going to project in early game. It was.
I wanted to deny feed, but you.
Yeah, of course.
You did.
Yeah, I
project.
I project. My guy who we buy a settler does not project.
I did project.
Yeah, he did twice. He did two.
You did 2 projects and you didn't get it.
Yes.
Yeah, 29.
Ah man, come on! I did a holy site, a shrine, and then I mid the second settler. I project. I don't know.
But you have more base, right?
Yeah, I have more base, but still.
Yeah. Also, Burrize, you got so lucky with that forest fire. what was that, man? 3 tiles everywhere from the beginning.
I had a very good early game, but then Mapuche
Yeah, Mapuche happened.
killed me.
Oh, pooch. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you guys for the
Yeah.
game. Thank you for the cast, Michael.
Yeah,
And
it was
good night,
pleasure.
guys. GG.
Have a good
Good
evening. Bye bye.
GG.
Bye bye.
So there we have it. We heard from both sides. We had Lege come in and give us a little bit of their side. Also, we heard Falcon with Burrize tell us about what happened over there. Also, Strokezy did explain his thought process over there with the defense. We did see how they were seeing the situation evolve and adapting to it in real time. Very good moves over there. Exactly the triggering parts of their strategy starting to get up there. Thank you so much, everybody, and by the way, for the help. Much appreciated for the gifts, for the subs, for everything, and also for the bits. I do hope we're gonna also see each other tomorrow. 1400 GMT is gonna be much earlier during the day, but we're gonna have a game again from the Premier League. Battery of full charge builders going against the Steak Company. Coming up, France versus Europe and America over there. Prediction, yes, I will get the prediction going. Let me see right here. Let me click buttons. I need to get to dashboard, and then manage prediction. One last ride. Wow, so many points were generated by this prediction. Unbelievable. Congratulations, by the way. Well, that's about it. I do hope also if you're coming up from YouTube, we're gonna see each other on the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. I do want to hear your thoughts about everything, about the stream, about I would say the cast or the games. Leave a comment down below if you can, or join my Discord on !Discord, or of course is the Discord invite in the movie description. Thank you so much, everybody, by the way, and much appreciated for everything. Let's keep on going for this weekend. We got a lot of good games coming up with Frederitos de la Vega second game on Sunday. Tomorrow another game coming up from this Premier League. We're in the first week and we do have so many good games to watch. Stay company with the battery of full charge builders tomorrow 1400 GMT. Have a good evening, everybody, and bye.